Good afternoon. It is 3 o'clock. I'm Justin Bonanno, live from the 104.5 The Zone Studios. It's talking season as SEC Media Days is underway from the College Football Hall of Fame in Atlanta. Vanderbilt, LSU, Ole Miss, and South Carolina were up first today. 3HL has you covered with exclusive interviews from coaches and players from those teams, such as Clark Lee and Diego Pavia, as well as LaNorris Sellers and Shane Beamer. In NFL news today, 49ers wide receiver Jawan Jennings, who is scheduled to make $7.5 million this season in the final year of his deal, wants a new contract or a trade out of San Fran, according to Adam Schefter. 49ers extended Jennings' deal last year, but that does not change how Jennings feels about this season. The MLB Home Run Derby in Atlanta is tonight for All-Star Week as players such as Cal Raleigh, James Wood, Byron Buxton, and Matt Olson, as well as others, compete for the 2025 home run title. The event begins at 7 o'clock on ESPN. For your Foundation Repair, whatever needs you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
.3HL 104.5 The Zone. Britt Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City, although we are in Atlanta. We being, well, Don Davenport's here.
Hey!
What up,
Monday! Let's go!
Dang, it is Monday, isn't it?
Sure is. That's all right. We'll take it.
It's been weird since July 4th. You know?
Yes, I do.
Hey, Slay.
Hey, I'm in the building. Better be ready. ATL ain't got no roof.
I like it.
Yes.
You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch. We're working on the feed right there, but you can definitely message in. And we are broadcasting
Kirby's
live.
hard at work.
Yes.
Trying to get it to work.
Steam coming out of his ears.
It's coming out of his steam.
We are broadcasting live in Atlanta, the College Football Hall of Fame. I love this building. 2025 SEC Media Days going on, and our coverage is presented by Brian's Motorsports and Medical House Calls. How did the live show go on Friday?
Man, the live
Brian's
show was legit. A lot of people came out, didn't they, Babs? Some of the listeners, some new listeners. Brian with the pre-party, they showed out, man. They had Brian Motorsports. I think I can share this. Well, I got to share this because it's.
You do now.
It's out there, yeah. Like, that whole plaza is his.
Yeah.
So all that in the back, like where his garages are, was opened up. Mm-hmm. Like, he had all of his trucks, people bringing their trucks by that he's worked on.
Yeah, because he put in cars, everything, boats, golf carts.
Boats underneath.
God, there was a boat that had...
Was it 30?
Sound system, I don't know what it was, but my heart was vibrating, and I was far, far away from it.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Yeah.
Had the building shaking.
But he put a video out on Instagram, too, that kind of showed, edited together everything from where we were live to everybody enjoying it. Yes. So it was pretty cool.
Candy B91 says on YouTube, I was out there on Friday.
Yes, she was. We were out there eating up all the snow cones. I had 3.
So you had 3. Mm-hmm. Tiger's Blood?
Tiger Blood's the first one, Cherry the second one, Tiger Blood Cherry the third one.
I didn't know you had 3.
I snuck that one on the way home.
Okay. Yeah. I took a bite of his first one, spilled it all over my white jeans.
Oh, okay.
Which is totally what I get for stealing Slay's food.
Well,
you're
wearing white today, and somehow you've gotten ink on yourself.
I got ink on myself, yeah. Mm-hmm. So this is now day 7 straight of me ruining an outfit by spilling something.
I think it's something good. That's a good omen back.
Espresso martini, that was 2 days in a row.
Wow.
Coffee.
Hey. Side note, you had an espresso martini, at least one of them, 2 days in a row.
Correct.
By the way, if you're watching,
that's my new drink.
If you're watching the live feed, Artwork has been prepared by Don Davenport and Kirby.
Yeah, it's a mixture right there. We got a mixture going on.
Listen, Kirby was so pissy about me putting 3HL on our sign. If you're watching, they always give you this, little paper fold-over sign so that all the teams and coaches know exactly what
radio station, city, and table
where
number.
you're from and your table number. Well, I was like, okay, well, sure, we're WGFX in Nashville, but we're 3HL.
Yes.
We need to have 3HL on this thing. And Kirby's like, no, don't ruin it. I save all of these every year. I'm like, Kirby? There's two sides to it. You can save the other side. Let's go.
Just cut it out, Kirby.
So we drive down yesterday, and the Sprinter presented by Ramon Foster. Productions.
By Savage
Films?
Savage Enterprises.
Savage Enterprises.
That thing is sweet.
Does that company have anything to do with Slay America?
You know what? It goes in and out. It's kind of, what do you call it? Weaved? That ain't no good word.
I'm not sure that's a word.
That sounds great to me, though.
Woven? Woven together?
Whelved.
They kind of woven together, man.
How's your Whelved? I like Whelved. How's your knees?
I like Whelved, too.
Hey, listen, we're still on painkillers.
Yeah. I just, listen, I've been out here thugging y'all, getting to it with no painkillers till I just had to pop one. Welcome to the Slate.
Well, here's what happened. We thought we were going on an hour ago, and then we realized that
There's a time change.
Yeah, that was Central Time.
By the way, I just want to point out, don't group us together. We is you and Slay. We is not me.
Well, you think you're
I'm
in
like,
charge
what?
of this
Why are you
outfit?
guys sitting here with your headphones on ready to go? We still have an hour.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
So then we ran errands.
Yeah.
And here we are. But yesterday,
ready,
so
though?
I appreciate, we all do, Ramon supplying the vehicle. I was really
Absolutely.
nervous about driving that thing.
I told you it was going to be cool.
It was cool. It took me a minute, though, because I started out down maybe the most narrow road in Nashville to get to 24 from your house.
I
That was
told
a
you
poor
go
idea.
next turn. Told you next turn.
I'm not gonna lie. Now there was like a semi truck right in front of us. I'm like, if you can't handle this road and that guy can, then
Yeah, we in trouble.
Well, and
You're in
he was,
trouble.
to be real, he was getting away from me, so
Yeah.
I had to go
Yeah.
catch him. But anyway, and it was raining, which made it a little more difficult. But no, it went fine. We got here. The Beyonce concert series was happening, and there were cowboys and cowgirls everywhere.
horses.
yes.
Yeah, we're in downtown Atlanta. On the street, there are two guys riding horses
It's only one place
with no shirts on.
one place in the world that I've seen in a suburban or city-like area where people are riding horses. That's Compton, California. That's the only other place I've ever seen that.
Really?
Yes.
You said that in the moment, and I didn't know what you were talking
No,
about.
I'm telling you, if you go out to Compton, they riding horses.
I thought you were
in
kidding.
the street. No, real life.
Huh?
It's amazing.
Compton, man.
That's the only time. That's the only place I've ever seen it besides here.
That never made it into Boys in the Hood.
Oh, they out there. Big dogs coming through on horses. I'm telling you, it's wild, man.
Brandon says all Babs' problems could be fixed with a straw.
Spot the lie.
Scott says,
I mean,
One of them had a top and a straw. It was just the top wasn't on good.
yeah, because that girl didn't like me for some reason. She did it on purpose.
can't
Set you
imagine
up.
why not. Scott says, Dawn, you're not a hot mess. You're a spicy disaster.
Ah, yes. Can I get that on a shirt? I like it.
Spicy disaster.
3HL is presented by Ferguson Home. FergusonHome.com is the website. Y'all go check them out. Support the people that support you. That'd be awesome. Coming up today, LSU, Ole Miss, South Carolina, and Vanderbilt all in the round, walking around the College Football Hall of Fame today. So coming up on the show, we will visit with Vanderbilt defensive playmaker Randon Fontinette. He had an interception for a touchdown against Alabama.
Big dog.
Definitely ask him about that. Vandy quarterback Diego Pavia will hit 3HL. A lot of y'all been wanting that to happen. That will happen. He will go into Boom Boom Room.
Got to go in the boom.
And we've seen him walking around here. He looks good. He's ready to go. Martell Height, Vanderbilt cornerback and kick returner. Also, the coach let it out of the bag this morning. Going to be a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Going to play both sides of the ball and to return kicks. So Martell Height, very, very talented player. Clark Lee will join us at 5 o'clock. So times on those. 4:20, the Vanderbilt players, Randon Fontinette and Diego Pavia, and then 4:45, Martell Height. 5 o'clock, Clark Lee. At 5:20 today, scheduled to visit with South Carolina football coach Shane Beamer, who always comes on 3HL. We definitely appreciate him doing that. And quarterback LaNorris Sellers, who has definitely been the talk of the league, and a lot of the conversation that has taken place down here has centered around Sellers.
Yes, it has. And it should.
It should. Also, Ole Miss quarterback Austin Simmons. I've been waiting for this one.
Your guy.
Austin Simmons taking over at quarterback at Ole Miss for Jackson Dart, who went to the league. This dude reclassified from 2025 to 2023. Moved up 2 years. He got his associate's degree at 17 years of age.
Come on, why?
He got his bachelor's degree from Ole Miss at 19 years of age.
Make me feel dumb.
He got that in May. He doesn't turn 20 until November, and he's in pursuing his master's.
Yeah.
This guy.
Continue being great in whatever lane you're in, people. Don't let that deter you. This guy being this smart. Golly.
Dude, that's just
it's nuts.
My boy's wicked smart.
My boy's wicked smart.
That's exactly what he is.
Yep.
I love that you've seen that movie.
I have.
By the way,
one of the few I have seen.
By the way, the combination of y'all right now.
That was a good one too. That's you slay.
One of the few I've
slay.
seen.
I like it.
So on the way down, Slay Dog was. The thought was that y'all were going to watch Godfather, but then we realized that the conversation combined with the music might not be optimal with highway noise and trying
to bedazzle my sleigh ride, the official sleigh ride sign on the
I hadn't
field.
gotten there. So Babs agreed to watch Godfather with her husband, Travis Harder, which he
Slay
was glad,
made the
he was glad to
executive
hear.
decision.
Godfather 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we're going to take over.
We're all
with
going
Godfather 2.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you decided Scarface.
Yes.
Because we reference Scarface on the show all the time, so now Babs can get those references. But Babs, your big problem with the film was?
I can't believe he killed Manny. How's he going to kill Manny?
His right-hand man.
Hey,
How's he going to kill Manny?
Who do I trust?
I was shook by it. Like, I thought about it all night last night.
Yeah, that got to you right there. I saw that get to you because you was looking at me when it happened like, no, wait, that's his boy. Like, what are we doing?
That's Manny.
Yeah, that's Manny.
Also, I will say this in the shot on the Zone TV feed, it looks like there are 3 ghosts behind me and Babs, and it looks like Slay's in his own shot, but he's really not. He's sitting on his scooter, which has elevated him and pushed him back a little bit.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my guy Kevin over at All-Star Medical and Home Accessibility. They came through and got me all decked out and ready to roll. I got a cup holder. If you're in need for getting around, you're disabled right now, this right here do it. And I got a person that you can that does custom work to it.
That's right.
I'll see if she can fit you in her schedule.
Including rhinestones.
Including rhinestones on the front and the back, people.
Did I bling out the signs for Ron Slay's scooter? Yes,
amazing.
yes, I did.
Everybody is pointing. They love it.
It's amazing. Babs spent the ride down here in like a crafting situation while watching Scarface. Mm-hmm. How many bullets did he take at the end, do you think?
Oh, my gosh.
This is a question I keep asking. I can't find out the answer.
It's got to be somewhere.
That's a tough one.
I've looked, man.
Say hello to my little friend.
This lady, she now gets it.
It's a really good movie.
Happy 83rd birthday to
Who?
Harrison Ford.
He's 83?
83.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, among others.
Dun, 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 dun.
Han Solo.
Dun, dun,
Dun, dun,
Hey, that's
dun.
my man. God,
So you think Indiana Jones before Han Solo?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But I'm not a Star Wars guy.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
I only saw like the first 2, and then I just like, all right.
You are a Lion King guy.
Oh, was
Love
it what I just sang, Star Wars?
No, that was Indiana
No,
That
was
was
Indiana
Indiana
Jones.
Jones. Okay, that's
It
what I
was.
thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Also,
My parents always had those on. That
I
on.
loved it.
That whole, whatever. And there are a
Yeah.
bunch of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, Uno is being added as a table game to casinos in Vegas. I haven't
Stop.
figured this one out
I
yet.
don't get it. I don't
How?
get it. I don't get it.
Are they going to run it like poker?
That's my
like you
question.
pay to buy in to Uno?
And then who are you playing?
I'll bet you would have
Each
to.
other?
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I bet you would have to do it that way, right?
Buy
I mean,
in?
there's
You
no
buy
other
into the
way. You
table?
can't go
Yeah, like, I mean,
Uno
but-
against the dealer.
Right. That's I don't know that.
Coming up in the next segment, the commissioner addressed the college football nation. That's kind of what I feel like. It's like a State of the Union address. And he did that this morning. So we've got some of the talking points that he wanted out there. He speaks in bullet point and big picture idea. It's really an awesome combination. Also, Barrett Sallee had a list. I love list season. He ranked the SEC coaches by who would win in a fight. I've got that for you.
Wow.
From On3.com, Hugh Freeze defends his decision to play golf amid heavy criticism from fans. We've got that for you again. LSU, Ole Miss, South Carolina, Vanderbilt coming through.
Why everybody hating on Hugh?
Diego Pavia joining us at 4:20. Make sure you set an alarm for that one. That one will be fantastic. More 3HL as we continue to broadcast live from SEC Media Days. Thanks to our friends at Brian's Motorsports and Medical House Calls.
What's happening, y'all? Big Slay here with Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. You need to get in on this deal. Why? Because it's hot outside, people. That's the easiest thing about it. Make it make sense. When they knock on your door, they're going to leave everything better than the way they found it. When they come in and fix your unit, you're going to be wondering why it's not working. They're going to explain to you exactly why. And then after that, you need a new unit, they got you covered. 60 months, no interest, financing with approved credit, real simple. And if you call and get someone to come in, Spring Hill also gives free second opinions, so you can always be confirmed that you're getting exactly what you need and an honest price. Free service calls are available with Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. Kevin and the family treat you just as that. It's family owned and operated, been doing it since 2011, and they're going to continue doing it. Going to continue bringing you cool air in this hot, hot summer. SpringHillAC.com is where you need to head to. They are the heating and cooling company that can take care of all your HVAC needs. Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, SpringHillAC.com.
Heard the Mark Patrick weight loss hypnosis hype? Well, I attended because my father stopped smoking. I lost 70 pounds and my friend lost 20 pounds in the first 2 months.
Wow, what are you waiting for? Join Mark Patrick seminars and lose the weight or stop smoking guaranteed for only $49.99.
3HL 104.5 The Zone coming up tomorrow. All of the Tennessee representation will join us. We have also officially heard from Hugh Freeze and Jackson Arnold. And then we're working on others. But tomorrow it will be Auburn, Tennessee, Georgia, and Texas through here at the College Football Hall of Fame. Today it is LSU, Ole Miss, South Carolina, and Vanderbilt.
Looking good as our forces.
Oh, boy. Slay is now singing entire songs.
Sorry, Slay, don't mind us. We're just doing a show while you're singing.
Don't worry.
Hey, who picked that song? Y'all shouldn't have picked the song. That's ATL's finest, TIP, baby. Let's go.
I picked the song.
Oh, great pick. That's all I'm saying. That was a great representation of Atlanta.
I'm really scared of the ghost behind us. It's really funny.
Listen, Taylor said Hugh Freeze is kind of slimy. No, he's not slimy.
Hey, man, see, here we go. We do this every time we're about to get you on.
What?
He goes to Hunk started this mess.
He is not slimy.
When he got hired.
He's not slimy. He doesn't come off slimy. He doesn't talk slimy. He doesn't. No, he's not slimy.
I'll tell you all this about Hugh Freeze. Whatever you think about Hugh Freeze, if you spent 5 minutes with him, you would like him.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys. So, anyway.
I love you.
That's coming up tomorrow. Well, I mean, you do. You've liked him forever.
I liked him when he was at Ole Miss, remember?
Yep.
I liked him when he was in the state of Tennessee.
So Vanderbilt coming through here. We'll talk with all of their players and also Clark Lee. But of course, a big talking point there. They beat number 1 ranked Alabama last year, and Diego Pavia in that game, 16 of 20, 252 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 20 carries, 56 yards. So he finished with 308 total yards and 2 touchdowns. What did he do to celebrate? That is one of the questions we will ask as we roll through today. Again. Diego Pavia coming up in the 4:20 segment. Clark Lee at 5 o'clock. South Carolina coach Shane Beamer at 5:20. LaNorris Sellers, the quarterback that everybody's talking about from South Carolina, at 5:20 as well. South Carolina started 3-3. They had the 2-point loss to Alabama. They had the loss to LSU where if Sellers doesn't go out, they beat them at home. So easily could have been 5-1 at that point instead of 3-3. They close out with 6 straight wins. Could have been an 11-win team, but they did win those last 6 games in the regular season. LaNorris Sellers during that stretch, 100 out of 149. That's 67.1%. 247 yards passing per game, 13 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He also had 436 rushing yards during that stretch, which is good for 5.2 yards per carry, 4 touchdowns, 73 yards rushing per game. So in that 6-game winning streak to close out the regular season, LaNorris Sellers averaged 320 total yards per game with 17 touchdowns.
That's nuts.
He got so much better from game 1 to the end of the season where Clemson couldn't do anything with him. And how much better can he get from year 1 to year 2? That's the question. A lot of people talk about how that's the year for the jump. That's the between year 1 and year 2. As a former athlete, what do you think about that line of thinking? I guess it's different with every guy, but it seems to be a consistent, prevalent.
It is. It is. I think with no question about it. But I also think it's something when you see these guys and you start to think like this guy has it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you start to see that maturation during the season for a lot of these guys. I remember dating back when I played my freshman year, you started to get comfortable, got the 6-man award by Dick Vitale, all of these things. But you could see in film how different it was once we got the SEC play from non-conference schedule. It was like, whoa. Like he's understanding the speed and everything. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a little bit with LaNorris Sellers. You look at him and his body and the maturity that he played with during the end of the season, and you're like, dang, you sure this guy only had 1 year? You know what I'm saying? And then not even a complete year to that. But
yeah, because he was injured.
Yeah, and now you get to go through a full offseason and understanding that you have the keys to the team, the confidence that's built around that. I think you walk into it differently. It becomes more of a business. You want to get that top level. You understand what your role is on this team, especially in this conference. So that's why you always see it. To me, that's why you always see that third year being that jump that kind of catapults you into whatever your legacy was going to be left, barring injury or anything.
Well, and part of it is just simply speed of the game.
Yeah,
too.
that's huge.
And
huge.
that's legit in basketball and football. That's legit
in anything,
anywhere.
any sport.
I played volleyball my freshman year. I was like, oh crap, maybe I don't belong
It's
here.
a difference,
you know.
Yep.
And it took a while. And then once you kind of get used to the speed of the game, then it's like, okay, I got it.
Yep.
You know, so for somebody to have success in that freshman year and then now to come back with plenty of lessons learned, I think that there could be a big jump. And then you put on top of it what's surrounding him at South Carolina, and they returned 58% of last year's production. 58 or 56, but regardless, a lot of last year's production. And then Shane Beamer went and got 18 players out of the portal, and really shored up the depth on that offensive line because they had some injuries. That has kind of been their Achilles as far as injuries and depth up front. So he found some depth in the portal and the offensive line too.
That's the biggest part of it too. But them bringing in a guy like Rocket Sanders last year, like it was so much expected to be him. He was banged up. Like he was supposed to be able to. He was going to be the workhorse to where whoever that was going to be at quarterback was going to be able to settle in and be able to come along and not have to fast track it like Sellers did. But him being banged up, Sellers being able to be the runner that he was, and being able to throw, kind of, it was really I'm sure he went back. I'm sure Coach Beamer went back plenty of times watching the film and was like, hey, man, I don't know, but we may need to open up the playbook for this guy. Mm-hmm. He's a little bit more than what we expected him to be, quicker than what he was. So, yeah, Babs, I'm right with you. And a lot of times you see that speed, you get caught up in practice. Yeah. The hardest part about that is translating that to the game, where it's not controlled. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's going to be big.
Now, their schedule is not easy.
No.
And not at the end of it, not easy at all. So they're at Mizzou, but this is where it really starts. At LSU, host Oklahoma, host Alabama, at Ole Miss, at Texas A&M, and then, of course, Clemson to finish it off. Now, they have Clemson at home this year.
Yeah.
But that's brutal. I mean, that Ole Miss, Texas A&M on the road kind of run after coming off of an Alabama game, even though it's at home.
Yes.
Like, that's a tough way to finish the SEC schedule.
And you got to think about that, not just of them being healthy, but the physicality in it, like just being sore, not injured or anything, but sore just coming out of those games. Man, that's be ready.
From an LSU perspective, Brian Kelly obviously walking through here, 0-3 in openers. So that's something that's getting discussed now. They open with tough opponents, and they open with that Clemson game this year. But their schedule, let me ask it this way.
Okay.
How much pressure is Brian Kelly under? Does he need to go to the playoff to keep his job? That is something that is being discussed down here.
Where's the bar?
It's year 4, by the way, just to point out. Well, let me tell you where the bar is, okay? Because if you look back at their national titles and their coaches at LSU, Saban won a national title in year 4. Les won a national title in year 3.
Right.
Ed O won a national title in year 3.
Yeah.
So pressure on?
Pressure's on.
Yeah.
The heat is on. Yep. Absolutely. And what you were able to go out and get to go with a guy who's supposed to be tabbed, air quotations, that guy in Nussmeier.
Nussmeier, yeah. Well, I'll say this. So listening to Brian Kelly at the podium and then walking around doing all his, short little spurts and interviews, I thought that he loves this team. Very confident, like we're here, national championship or bust, all of those things. And then if you look at some of the LSU beat writers that have been there in the trenches covering this team forever, they've said that he's as confident as he has ever been in this team, in their potential since he's been at LSU.
I would say this is the most talented. Unproven bunch that he's had outside of that handful of talent that he had with Jaden Daniels and the receivers that were all freakish.
What do you mean, like all 6 of them that are in the NFL?
You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I mean now across the board, because defensively you got guys to go back and add with, isn't it Pickens? I hope I'm saying his name right. What's the linebacker name? Harold Perkins.
Yep.
But you got linebackers to add with him. Your D-line's supposed to be bolstered. O-line's supposed to be better, even though you lost your tackles. Like, you got guys coming behind them where you got depth. So It's just unproven. We haven't seen a lot of these guys what they can do in the SEC.
They should be better defensively. They need to be better running the football because that's talking to people around that program.
Better skill wise too.
That's kind of what Nussmeier was dealing with last year is the fact that everybody dropped into coverage because they didn't fear the run game. Like that, we can be in coverage, come up and adjust and get your run game and not have to worry about that. Now Brian Kelly going into year 4. The highest AP poll ranking that he has had at the end of the season is 12.
Ain't getting it done.
Finished unranked last year as well. And when you look at their schedule, it's kind of like good, tough opponent, winnable game. Tough opponent. So at Clemson, Louisiana Tech, Florida, both at home. Southeast Louisiana at home. At Ole Miss, who's changing quarterback. South Carolina at home. At Vanderbilt. Texas A&M at home. At Alabama. Arkansas at home. Western Kentucky at Oklahoma. He needs to be in the college football playoff.
Where's that game three at? Is that at
Florida?
It's in Baton Rouge.
It's in Baton Rouge.
So we had an opportunity to talk off air with Roman Harper earlier. We were talking about Tennessee, like what's going to be their test.
He'll be on later in the week.
Yeah, and he pointed out Georgia. He also talked about Alabama's thoughts, but that's important too. Third game of the year, playing Florida at home, Lagway, like you.
That's
both
huge.
of them coaches.
For both of them.
Yeah, that's a springboard.
That's going to be a massive game.
Yes, it is.
Directional game is what I call it. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Night game in Baton Rouge.
Absolutely.
7:30.
On ABC.
On ABC.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
So did you see what their linebacker said?
No.
Whit Weeks. Talking about the speed of the wide receivers this year, he said it's crazy. 4 dudes ran over 23 miles per hour the other day.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
Dudes are flying.
I'm telling you. Like you have no excuse.
Yeah.
Zero excuse.
Yeah. And maybe that's why he's so confident.
That Barry Brown kid down there, man, he brings something else different to that.
You know all about him.
Man, that wide receiver room as well. So, golly, it's going to be interesting. Nussmeier, it's on your plate. Either you're going to eat or shove it away. But if you shove it away, you need to get up. Somebody else needs to sit down.
In terms of
Kelly will be gone.
Ole Miss, Austin Simmons takes over at quarterback. We just talked about him in the first segment, taking over for Jackson Dart. But, man, you lose Jackson Dart, you lose Trey Harris. That is a lot of production. And people around the Ole Miss program are quietly talking about how good they think that team is going to be. Mm-hmm. So we'll see with regard to Ole Miss. Commissioner Greg Sankey addressed the media today. He said he started his address with this, and I love it. He said, "I love that we can celebrate Mike Leach with a College Football Hall of Fame induction. Last time we were here, I had a conversation with Coach Leach backstage about why we no longer have powdered wigs, but we still have neckties." And that just encapsulates.
Come on,
Mike Leach. I'm there.
Slayers.
Encapsulates. Thank you, Babs.
I understood
what Mike Leach is.
Yeah.
And, if you would come across him and start a conversation with him, it would inevitably end up in some path like that. And I thought that was great for him to acknowledge him. He also acknowledged longtime print reporter Bob Holt from the Arkansas Daily Gazette. And Bob passed away, and he had covered the SEC for so long. And they put his credential at a desk in front of the podium and his name placard. So that was kind of cool, too. In terms of Commissioner Sankey talking in sound bites, he said, for all of you that like to speculate about a super conference, welcome to one.
He's just the GOAT, man.
I love it. All that window shopping y'all out there doing. Walk in here and come see what the real looks like.
Here it is.
I love that, too, man. Golly, I love it.
Obviously, they're dealing with litigation, congressional hearings. What are the next state laws to hit? He's talking about the SEC schedule moving forward, 8 or 9 games. He said every SEC team played at least 9 Power 4 games, and some played 10.
10, yeah.
Yeah. So schedule's a discussion. What do you do about the transfer portal? He said there's no easy button that can be pushed to fix everything. So, he said they're working through that as well.
That was the coldest thing I heard from him. The coldest being the baddest, the big broadest, the biggest beat my chest thing you could throw out there. Like all this hooting and hollering that y'all hearing about, don't nobody want to change or trade schedules with any team not the top tier SEC teams, any team top to bottom in the SEC. That's what I'm talking about.
That was not subtle.
No, not at all.
That comment was
and
not
I'm giving
subtle.
you guys numbers and everything.
He said we're in the middle of change, and when you're in the middle of change, it will get messy, but that doesn't mean you run.
Mm-hmm.
He said structure will be implemented, and there will be bumps in the road, but we will be committed to structure.
And we talking to Big Ten people over there with their little hats on and their little headphones with their phones in their hands with their little Buckeyes that they snuck in my bag that I found last night in my Oak Hill Academy bag. Kirby
did.
Kirby. He did that probably about a year ago.
Yeah.
And you just found it?
Just found
Because
I'm
you
like, who
just
the
cleaned
hell?
out your bag.
I did. But yeah, man.
Hot
Throw that out
mess.
there, Kurt.
So another thing that stood out from Sankey was, talking about we think growth beyond 12 for the college football playoff can be positive and beneficial, but that the selection needs to be improved, and they talked about that a little bit in Destin and kind of put out stats and all of that. But the analysis of strength of schedule and adding kind of that new analytic of strength of record. So he was, in what he said, I think he was pushing for, hey, look, timely decision in adding kind of this new analytic that, of course, would benefit the SEC, whose conference schedule is so high, Also talked about eligibility and how it's harder for high school kids to get these opportunities nowadays, and basically pointed out the older student athletes, we have to hold on to academic values and make meaningful progress to a degree. I said earlier, he might as well just put Stetson Bennett's picture up and be like this guy who took, 7 years and still didn't graduate with a degree? What a disgrace. This ain't it. Do you see this guy?
Yeah.
I know you all know him because he was around forever in the SEC. He ain't it.
No.
Meanwhile, Austin Simmons at 19 has 2 degrees.
Right.
Working on the third.
Yeah.
Working on a third.
Which was supposed to be the
Yes.
hardest, the Masters.
Yes,
Oh, my
that's it.
gosh.
When we come back, SEC coaches ranked by who would win in a fight from Barrett Sallee. It's pretty funny. From On3.com, Hugh Freeze defending his decision to play golf amid heavy criticism from fans. We'll talk about that.
Haters gonna hate.
Our SEC Media Day coverage is presented by Brian's Motorsports and Medical House Calls. More 3HL presented by Ferguson Home next on 104.5 The Zone. I want to tell you about my friends at United Structural Systems. They'll be your friends as well if you have foundation repair issues, waterproofing issues. These are your guys. United Structural Systems is a foundation repair and waterproofing company that has served the Middle Tennessee area since 1994. These guys have been doing this a long time, and they are there for you. There is no question about that. More than 30,000 100% satisfied residential customers, and they make it easy when they come to large home repairs. When it comes to large home repairs, a lot of times homeowners pretend that you don't see the warning signs. You're afraid of what you're going to hear. This is especially true with waterproofing and foundation repair. It could be something big that needs to be fixed, but it does need to be fixed. It could be something that's a small problem now that will become bigger, or it could be nothing. Bottom line, you don't know what you don't know, and you certainly don't want to be sold something that you don't need. You need peace of mind, and United Structural Systems is the company to give you that. USSTN.com. Homeowners trust USS. Foundation repair, waterproofing needs. These are your guys. USS, keeping homes dry and stable. We guarantee our best. Call USS 615-488-7855. USS, serving Middle Tennessee, Southern Kentucky, and Western Kentucky. Online, USSTN.com.
All right, you guys know life can change in an instant. Car wreck, it can throw everything off. Job, your bills, your peace of mind, and that is when you need to call our good friends at Bart Durham Injury Law. Marine veteran Blair Durham and his team have been fighting for folks in Tennessee for years. Blair Durham is the absolute best, making sure insurance companies pay up. No upfront cost, no waiting around, just real people making sure that you get what you deserve. So a car wreck, I know it can throw everything off, but make sure you call our friends at Bart Durham Injury Law. If you've been injured, don't wait. Call BDIL at 615-242-9000. They're here there 24/7. They are ready to fight for you. Bart Durham, injury law, 615-242-9000.
Welcome back in 3HL 104.5 The Zone, presented by Ferguson Home. Bring your vision to Ferguson Home, where it all comes together. The new location in Mount Juliet, Providence Marketplace, phenomenal, as is the location in Nashville, Powell Avenue. New Salem Road in Murfreesboro, West Dunbar Cave Road in Clarksville, Lovers Lane and Bowling Green. FergusonHome.com. Our SEC Media Days coverage presented by Brian's Motorsports and Medical House Calls as we continue to broadcast live today, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday here at the College Football Hall of Fame. I went upstairs earlier. I wanted to check out, they have a thing on my great-grandfather up there. And
I want to go see it. I didn't see it. Why didn't you take us with you?
Yeah, you hiding it?
Well, it's not on.
Oh.
Like all the exhibits are not on.
Okay.
Oh. Maybe they will be tomorrow.
Yeah. I would have told y'all.
Okay.
Turn Granddad to do it on.
Yeah. That's pretty cool for me. But anyway, SEC coaches ranked by who would win a fight from Barrett Sallee. I always love things like this. That's very creative on his part. I would not think to come up with a list like this. But
I always think of Bert or Lucas coming up with something like this.
Yeah, Bert could. Okay, SEC coaches ranked by who would win a fight. Last, number 16, Eli Drinkwitz.
See?
I don't know.
I
think
knew she was going to say this.
I think Eli could get crazy.
Dude.
And if you get crazy, you can win a fight.
But that means you got to put somebody behind him. Who you putting behind him?
Oh, that's a good point. Well, I'll do the list.
Y'all.
Babsy don't
seriously,
like this.
I don't like that. I'm telling you.
Eli Drinkwitz, 16.
Is
who would win a fight?
He's a little crazy.
Yes.
I mean, I love him. He's a little crazy.
Sneaky crazy, too.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Deceptive crazy.
You
That's
don't
what it
mess
is.
with crazy.
Yeah.
Trust me. I'm kind of that. Like, you just don't mess with crazy, and I think drink's crazy.
You got the guns out today, too. Sun's out, guns out.
Cocked and loaded, baby.
She was kung fu fighting.
All right, keep going.
Number 15, second to last, Josh Heupel, Tennessee.
Dang, that's low. Hyper competitor, man.
He's competitive.
Don't let the lefty fool you. I'm telling you, Babs.
I'm not saying.
He one of them. Shake your hand, and as soon as you walk around, hit you in the back of the head with a brick.
Listen, he is
And I don't even know
coming
where
on
it's gonna
our
come from.
show tomorrow, so I'm not saying
I'm
a
putting
word.
him in the boom boom room, and I'm gonna ask him about it.
I'm not saying a word.
Watch.
The boom boom room.
Nobody loves the boom boom room more than Josh Heupel.
You're in the boom boom room.
Hey, hype. Yes.
Number 14, Brian Kelly, LSU.
I'd put him last.
Last.
Yep. See?
Last. Dancing and L's is gonna get you an L.
Yep. See? Hating on Eli?
Yeah.
There is
I'm with
no
you on
way
that.
Brian Kelly's last.
I'm with you on that.
Number 13, Sam Pittman.
Who made this list?
Barrett Sallee.
I think.
Barrett, come on.
See, Sam gonna
But you
cook.
got to put people down
Yeah,
here.
but I think Sam need to be a little lower, man. Sam more of a lover and not a fighter, man. He gonna get you
What?
together. Gonna get you together, get some bourbon, and talk it out.
I
He
agree.
gonna have you so
Okay.
relaxed. He ain't trying to fight.
He won't be afraid of it.
No, he
but-
with the foolishness.
Yeah.
But he ain't trying to do
Y'all,
that.
last year he sat right here at our table and said, hell, I don't care.
Yeah, he sure did. That's what I'm saying.
I asked him about
he ain't
the-
with that.
I asked him about the noise and hiring Bobby Petrino and, all the noise surrounding him, maybe losing his job. Hell, I don't care.
Oh, hell, I don't care.
There it
love
was. That was my
Sam right
favorite
there.
quote from him last year.
Number 12, Mike Elko.
I don't know Elko like that.
I
No,
do.
I was just going to say that.
I don't know.
He's like a big teddy bear. He's kind of like Pittman. Like,
They both need to
he
be
gets
last.
a little feisty, but he's
Brian Kelly, then
a softy,
Elko
man.
and Pittman down there.
Number 11, your boy, Hugh Freeze.
Okay, that's about right. He's gonna be scrappy.
Yeah, I feel like he'll fly a drone or something. Try to drop like a
He's
little
so scrappy.
secret little lays on you. Or
Number 10, Lane Kiffin.
Okay,
You better watch Lane. Lane got some dirtiness in him. I'm
Well,
telling you.
and Lane will figure out a way to get it done, even if it's not him.
Man, ain't gonna laugh
You know what
at
I
you. Yeah. See, you gotta watch Lane, man. You gotta watch him.
I mean he's crazy too.
Yeah.
Number 9, Mark Stoops. I feel like I made him angry during COVID.
Taking him low.
I kind of saw the anger in him.
Taking him lower. I'm taking him down there with Pittman and Elko.
You are absolutely not,
Really?
dude. He's a redhead.
Dang.
He did.
Maybe
He
I've
got
worked-
mad at me in 2020 when I asked him about the Florida State job right after she had
Yeah.
that.
Dude.
See,
Stoops. Stoops is one of the most fiery.
I always catch him laid back.
See,
you in his games.
I've worked a bunch of his games where calls have not gone his way, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's gonna blow up. He's gonna explode. I mean, and it starts at his neck.
Yeah, I can see that.
Don't you ever tell him I'm talking about this.
Yeah.
We might get him on.
That's
I
what I
don't
was gonna
know.
say.
So I'm like, I better be
Slacks.
careful.
Gonna text Slacks
is
tonight.
going to be like, Coach heard you talk about how it starts at his neck, and then the red, it just like goes
Works
all
up.
it like slowly but surely goes all the way up. Then it's his forehead, and then it's like once you hit the forehead, the veins start
real
popping.
meaning of running red.
I'm telling you, man. I'm not sure I'd put Mark at 9.
Dang.
Taylor on YouTube, these lists are all just engagement farming. Yeah, they are, but they're also fun.
They're fun.
Come on, man.
come on,
What are
dog.
we
What you
like?
wanna do?
Well, I'm not here to split an atom. I'm
Tell
not-
me what would you like to get to right
Yeah.
now.
Number, especially this time of year. Number 8, Kalen DeBoer. I don't really know him like
Don't
that.
know him either.
But to put him right in the middle of the league,
Don't know him either.
I don't know him. I don't know him at all. So I can't say anything.
Vandy Chris, you're gonna be surprised or love where Clark Lee is on this list. Go ahead and don't worry about that.
Jeremy Stoops is from Youngstown, Ohio. He don't play around.
They don't play up
That's
there.
true.
That's
I'm
a
telling
good,
you.
Hey, that says
I'm
a lot.
telling you.
Background
Grew
says a
up
lot.
there.
I ain't mad at that at all.
I would
Number-
not mess with Mark Stoops.
Number 7, and I don't know him like this, Jeff Lebby
Yeah, he's
at
fiery.
Mississippi
I don't know
State.
I can see that.
Okay. Number 6, Shane Beamer, who's going to be on the show at 5:20 today.
Shane a little rattlesnake.
Yeah.
Cool little rattlesnake. He one of them don't back me in the corner.
Although I feel
Punch
like he
first run.
used to be. Did you see what Feinbaum said this morning?
Yeah.
I mean, Feinbaum straight disrespected
He
him.
did.
Can't win an SEC title at South Carolina.
Basically, he was like, I mean,
He asked
can
it in-
you actually? What did he say?
He
Can
asked
you
it in
actually
question
win?
for him, yeah. Number 5, Billy Napier down at Florida.
Billy, you got to watch Billy. I don't know if I have him that high, but you got to watch him.
Number 4, Kirby Smart. You
I'm
want to
with-
talk about a guy that gets mad.
With Kirby.
Like, it looks like his head's going to pop off his shoulder
He'll do
sometime.
something. He'll do something dangerous too.
Number 3, Steve Sarkisian at Texas.
I feel like Sark's a little,
Is he?
a little like
Lay back?
rough around the edges.
Oh, yeah, that's what we, yeah. He a dog alley guy.
My
Yep.
perception of him is that he's laid back, but
No,
I'm with Babs
no,
on
no,
this.
no,
Okay.
no.
I thought she was going to say laid back at first. I was going to kind of disagree with what
Yeah,
I thought.
no.
SEC coaches by ranked who would win a fight by Barrett Sallee. Number 2, Clark Lee, Vanderbilt.
I ain't putting it past that boy there.
What?
In shape, fit, like
What?
Clark?
He's the most
That's where he gets you.
soft-spoken,
That's where he gets you.
chill coach
That's-
out there. The nicest guy.
that's where he gets you. That's where he gets you. And that's why I don't have drink that low. That's why I would move drink up.
Right.
Because perception, what they give off, what you see them
Isn't
walking
what-
down the hallway, that ain't what's in there. That ain't what's in that package. No,
It's like a
that-
mess around, find out.
There
It's like
you go.
Scarface.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon on YouTube. Lane would, of course, stab you in the back.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's a great comment.
He's absolutely right.
Number 1,
That is a
SEC
great
coach
comment.
ranked by who would win in a fight.
Man,
Brent,
Clark's high.
Brent Venables, number 1.
I could see that.
Yeah.
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 Venables?
I
Yeah.
don't know him like that. I ain't really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 1.
I just
Yeah.
don't like him first getting into the SEC and just getting that little kind of stamp.
Respect?
Yeah, we
What?
ain't just getting them there.
So it's respectable to be the number 1 who would win in a fight?
yes.
I'm telling you, I'd put Stoops higher. I don't know what we're
I
doing
like
here.
that. I like it, Babs.
One more thing before we
Stoops
hit
and
the break.
drink.
And then basically the rest of the way it's going to be interviews, all the conversations we like to call them rather than interviews. But from On3.com, Hugh Freeze defending his decision to play golf amid heavy criticism from fans. Where did this come from?
So you can go see who posts golf scores. For handicap, they track it, all that. So he played golf 10 times this summer and 20 times total in the calendar year. The next SEC coach close to him was Beamer, and he only posted 3. So that's where, and then fans got all pissy or whatever. Well, then Spurrier jumps in.
Who played golf every day?
Spurrier would have probably posted 60 rounds a year.
Wow.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
See.
Easily 60. This is what Hugh said. Everybody seems to like to talk about my golf game. I do love golf. I enjoy playing, but what people don't realize is, I assure you that I never missed a camp day or recruiting day, but if camp got over at 3 o'clock one day and Jill and I go out at 4:30, we absolutely might do that, and I'm not apologizing for that part of it, but my focus is 100% on getting Auburn in that win column this fall. So that will be
no problem with that, man.
That will be a non-story very quickly, and there you go.
Yeah, I ain't got no problem with that. Come on, let's find something else.
All right, coming up.
Something else, y'all. Don't do us like that.
Now, that being said, you guys know, you've been at Tennessee when things were struggling. If that was your head coach, you'd probably be complaining the same.
Yeah,
I'm real big on people having a personal life, man. I think that makes you more complete as a person and makes you do your job better.
A better
you know
coach,
what I mean?
yeah.
Coach,
I would say maybe don't
Baker,
post
whatever.
Don't post it or something. But
Well, they have to because of the handicap.
oh,
That's why they post
Yeah.
them.
That's why it's posted. That's the only reason
Yes.
it's posted. Because trust me, he would hide it if he needed to.
When we come back, Ole Miss quarterback Austin Simmons, followed by Vanderbilt defensive playmaker Randon Fontinette, Vanderbilt quarterback Diego Pavia in that 4:20 segment, Martell Height from Vandy at 4:45, Clark Lee at 5 o'clock, 5:20 segment, South Carolina coach Shane Beamer, and quarterback LaNorris Sellers. All that next. Austin Simmons, y'all, is smarter than all of us. Hear him
put together
next on 104.5 The Zone.
what up, fellas? Listen up, man. Big Slay, and I'm telling you, this is your time. The summer's here. You want to get the body right. I know it. You're trying to bring sexy back. This is your opportunity. You got to go over there to lowtcenter.com. Go to Low T and find out exactly what you need to do. Get your testosterone levels checked and understand exactly why you're not getting your gains or getting your losses the way you need to. Real simple. Time with friends and family activities, all these things are special to you. So be the one that's able to get out there and go and do it. It's real convenient. It's right there in Hendersonville, and they also have one in Brentwood right there on McEwen. That's the one I go on frequent. Now, Trust the experts. Low T Center, they've been changing patients' lives for over 15 years. Free services. They also have there's never been a better time to go start TRT than right now. And another one, when it comes to weight loss for you or your spouse, semaglutide, they have that. And qualify for a treatment of free B12 shot when you start. It is lowtcenter.com is where you head to, reinventing men's healthcare.
Up to Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. That's where you need to go to get that next new vehicle, whether you're looking for a car, truck, SUV, or Jeep, new or pre-owned. These are your guys. Go see my friend Daniel Gupton and his crew. They are ready to help you out. There is no doubt about that. And they've got all kinds of deals going on with the employee pricing event. You can see more information online. GuptonMotors.com is the website. All the dealership information is there. Address, phone number, inventory, both new and pre-owned. They've got an incredible selection for you. Just let them know what you are looking for. Maybe you need more space. Maybe you need a third row. Maybe you need something a little more gas efficient. Maybe a little more cost effective for you. Whatever your needs are, just tell them. They'll point you in the right direction. You'll take your test drive, go inside. They will help make the numbers work, and it'll be that easy. Again, all the information online, all the deals they have going on in the month of July right there, GuptonMotors.com. 3450 Tom Austin Highway in beautiful Springfield, Tennessee. 24 West toward Clarksville. Exit 35 is about 9 miles outside the city. Beautiful drive into the best vehicle buying experience you will have ever had. That's Gupton, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram.
Good afternoon. It is 4:02. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from the 104.5 The Zone studio. It's talking seasons. SEC Media Days underway in Atlanta at the College Football Hall of Fame. Vanderbilt, LSU, Ole Miss, South Carolina kick things off today. 3HL has you covered with exclusive interviews from coaches and players around that league. Coming up this hour, Austin Simmons from Ole Miss, Randon Fontinette, and Diego Pavia from Vanderbilt, as well as Vanderbilt's Martell Height. In NFL news today, Jets and wide receiver Garrett Wilson reached an agreement on a 4-year, $130 million contract extension that includes $90 million guaranteed, making him the 5th highest paid wide receiver in the league. Wilson now under contract for the next 6 seasons. The MLB Home Run Derby is in Atlanta tonight as players such as Cal Raleigh, James Wood, Byron Buxton, Matt Olson, and others compete for the 2025 title. The event begins at 7 on ESPN. Fire Foundation Repair, waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
.3HL at SEC Media Days 2025 at the College Football Hall of Fame. Thanks to our friends at Brian's Motorsports, Medical House Calls, Ole Miss football. We need to talk a little Rebel football with the quarterback Austin Simmons joining us now. Austin, what's up? How are you?
Doing great. How about you?
Doing well. How does it feel to go into a season knowing this is my team? I'm the guy.
No, it feels good. Just embracing the new spotlight, just making sure that I make the most of it.
Let me just go ahead and tell you, not to be weird or anything, but
we're weird.
This guy is obsessed with you and your journey and the reclassification, 2 years, and all of it. He's like, I can't wait to talk to this guy.
Do you want to know why? Because I'm not very smart. So for those that don't know, you reclassify. Usually when people reclassify, it's 1 year, 2025 to 2024. You're 2 years. How did that happen?
So I got my associate's degree while I was in high school. I was a sophomore, and I felt like I could just jump 2 grades. Originally.
Why are you shaking your head?
Hey, man, it's a huge salute, man.
It's unheard of, I'll tell you that.
It is. Gosh.
But, I just felt like I was just ready for that next step.
Yeah. As you're growing up, obviously you're intelligent, right? Like, did you envision that path happening that quickly, educationally?
I always knew I was smart. I didn't know I was that smart, though.
Yeah.
I didn't know I would get through school that quickly.
But to skip 2 grades.
Yeah, just getting through school that quickly, that really helped a lot.
I want to know, though, do you look around and sometimes does that get in your way with football being too smart? Things you can see things happening and it's like, all right, I need to dumb it down maybe a little bit. Because everybody around me maybe.
Yeah, I'll definitely say, school education, football education is different.
Okay.
Yeah. There's football IQ. Those are 2 different things, I'd say. But I'm smart. That really helps a lot. Going into each and every game.
But I'm with you, Slay. You don't run into situations where you overthink it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that made us a better way.
I think it's more like an instinct type of thing.
Yeah.
Just playing with the flow.
Yeah, I always thought Ryan Fitzpatrick, when he was with the Titans too. I'm like, he always stuck in the league. He's super smart. I think he had the highest Wonderlic score. Yeah, but he would overthink things. He was almost too smart and wouldn't just let the game come to him. So, I think that was Slade's question. But coming into this year for you and for Ole Miss, what is the talk, the expectations, the overall feeling kind of this team?
The expectations really just have a dominant mindset approaching each and every opponent. And I'll definitely say, just keeping the standard, always holding ourselves to, I'd say holding yourself higher than the standard, really make sure that you're close to perfect, I'd say. Not perfect, no one's perfect, but
right.
But also keeping that 1-0 mindset, just staying where your feet are, not focusing on the future, not focusing on the game 2 weeks ahead, just focus on the current opponent.
Do you want a boom boom room him?
I absolutely would love to boom boom room him. All right.
Better ask him first.
Yeah, I must because he may outsmart me and get out on the back exit of the boom boom room. The boom boom room, Austin, is I'm gonna get it right. It is when you go in. It's a series of questions. When you walk in the room, the door's locked behind us. Just ask you a series of questions. You got to answer them truthfully to the best of your ability. If you answer them wrong, and I'm the judge of this, then I can't never let you out of the boom boom room. You locked away with the lost souls.
Is it just a regular door?
Oh my gosh.
There we go.
I'll break it down.
See what I'm saying?
Only guy that's ever
physically,
asked.
you want to just go beat the door up and break out. No, we ain't letting that happen, Austin. I got to unlock the door to let you out. You agree to these terms?
I think I'm pretty powerful in my legs. I can break the door.
We'll see.
All right, self-lock the door. Here we go. All right, Austin. Let's jump straight into this. What's a nickname that you go by?
Baseball team used to call me Simba.
That's Simba.
Yep.
I can see
you like that.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm a Lion King guy. Yeah, that's my thing.
Because I was so young, honestly.
Yeah.
Young Prince. I love it. All right, so give me something that drives you day in and day out from when you were a youth all the way to this point, something that you always can reach back on to say, yeah, this right here, this is my motivation.
Family. Definitely, like, building the legacy, I would say, keeping the family legacy going. Like, always want to be better, than – I'd just say being the best, like being my best self. That's it.
Got a lot of siblings or no?
I have a lot of siblings.
How many siblings do you have?
I have 7 siblings.
Wow.
Right there with you.
Where are you in the pecking order?
I am 4th.
Oh, see, I was the oldest of mine. All right, that's cool.
Right in the middle.
I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle.
Yeah, okay. Well, I used to have to beat that one up a little bit. But
they're like stereotypes from
yeah. Yes, it is. All right, give me a hobby that you'd like to do to get away from the game of football, cut your brain off on that level, and maybe do something else.
This is going to make me sound lame, but I just lay on my couch and watch TV.
Nothing wrong with that.
And I play the video games. That's it.
Favorite show to watch or movie?
So I've been getting into Mobland. And
he got me into that.
Cold-blooded.
Like I'm still getting into it. My coach Judge, actually, my quarterback coach, he just told me about it, and
it's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Don't tell me about it.
Well, it does take a second to get in.
It does. Maeve, I think is her name.
He said it's
She's gonna drive you crazy. It is.
It's slow at
but
first,
it's worth it. Good. I promise you.
And also South Park.
South Park. You
old
want a little laughter and everything.
That's old school.
I like that. All right, last one, and I'll let you out the boom boom room. Biggest thing you took from watching Jackson Dart?
Definitely saying preparation. Seeing like how he's always in the facility each and every day. Even like 7 p.m. he's with Coach Judge watching film, just taking like bits and pieces from that and like putting it into my game, putting it into my little toolbox. So I think that's what I'm going to take into this year.
Anything to poke the needle at Lane Kiffin?
What do you mean?
Like, say, it's something that you can do to get under his nerves. Not irritate him too bad, but like he likes to joke around. What is it that you can do to him that, that you can get away with?
I think you can always troll a Kiff, but he'll always troll back. Like, that's the thing.
The problem.
Like,
you ain't got no switch.
He'll always like slap you right in the face right back.
Do you really want to open that can of worms, right? Yeah.
All right, Austin, man, great job in the boom boom room. See, that was cool. You ain't got to break no doors down in here, man.
I could have.
I believe him, Slay.
Please open the door and get him out of here. We have to do some maintenance work.
Austin Simmons, Ole Miss quarterback. So educationally, what are the goals? I mean, you're just 19. You're still there.
So I'm going into my master's program right now. Got my bachelor's degree this past spring semester, and just keep on going.
Slay keeps saying, because I keep bringing this up, and Slay's like, why?
Why keep going?
I went back. I finished
so
mine.
fast?
I finished school in 03 and went back and got my degree in 16 or 17.
Yeah.
So here I am.
But he played professionally for like 15 years.
But the thing is, though, like you're working on your second, third. How many degrees you got? Yeah, like
I got associates and I got a bachelor's.
Yeah. Do you
let's say I'm gonna let y'all have this conversation
after football. I know life after football. Any ideas on? And hopefully football lasts for a long time, right? But
so I'm majoring in sports management, like just seeing like all the options with that, especially like in the NIL field world. NIL like keeps evolving over time. So just seeing what I can do in that field.
Love it
because I'm enduring it right now.
Yeah.
Yes, you are
living in it.
Do your siblings play sports?
Yeah. So sibling that was born right after me. His name's Kenneth. He plays both sports as well. He plays baseball and football.
Okay.
And he's just going into 9th grade.
Wow. Okay. Why was football number one for you?
Football wasn't number one. Baseball was the first sport I played, honestly. And I had to put it down because I had to step into a new spotlight, new life.
Gotcha. Awesome.
There he is. He's the quarterback.
Can't wait.
Austin
It's going to be a
Simmons,
fun year,
Ole Miss.
right?
Yes, indeed.
Thank you. Hey, thank you for the time, man. Really appreciate
course.
it. Honored to meet you. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you for having me.
All right, Austin Simmons, Ole Miss quarterback. Coming up next, we're going to spend some time with the Vanderbilt football players. Vanderbilt defensive playmaker Randon Fontinette and Vanderbilt quarterback Diego Pavia.
What's happening, y'all? Big Slade coming to you with MedicalHouseCalls.com. Healthcare designed for your life. Now, fellas, we all understand this. I'm talking to the fellas today. This is for everyone, but just for my guys. We do not like going to the doctor. We can't stand it. We'd rather diagnose ourselves. Part of that is just looking in the mirror saying, hey, man, we need to do this. Grab something, pop it, and keep rolling. Well, what about when you're trying to get those gains? You're trying to recover from those workouts and things of that nature. They got that for you. Mobile IV therapy, at-home urgent care, primary care. You need to get an order called in, a prescription to get on the road. They got that also. Now, understand, 615-838-2375 is the number. 615-838-2375. 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Same-day appointments are available. Next day is guaranteed. Real simple. It's medicalhousecalls.com. Make sure you take care of yourself. If you can't do it, you got somebody that can. medicalhousecalls.com.
3HL 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live from SEC Media Days 2025 at the College Football Hall of Fame. Thanks to our friends at Bryant's Motorsports and Medical House Calls. Let's talk a little Vanderbilt football. Diego Pavia coming up. Stay tuned for that. But right now, we've got defensive playmaker. Can I go that way? Randon Fontinette?
I would say that. Yeah.
Defensive playmaker?
Yeah.
He's like, I'd appreciate that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know you like to get up the field some, but let's start with the interception return for a touchdown against Alabama. How good did that feel running back?
You know, I feel like God just it fell in my hands. You know, it was just one of those. It was just bound to happen. It fell in my hands. I seen the end zone, and I just ran to it.
Well, it was such an important moment in that game, too, because, and we can get into this part of it, obviously nobody believed that was going to happen, but you guys obviously did. But you go up 7-0, that's one thing. To get that defensive score, to go up 2 scores, to get some score separation, that's a whole other thing. And I think that was an indication to Alabama that, hey, we're here.
Yeah, no doubt. That definitely was a momentum change right there.
So what was the play? What was the play call? What did you read?
So it was actually third down. I forget the actual play call, but I was the middle safety, and I basically had a strong hook, and I just played my zone. 3, he came to the hook zone, and I sat there. Ryan Williams, he ran a comeback, and my safety, who was I want to say it was a half safety, and he broke the pass up. I seen the ball go in the air. I ran under it.
What did your text messages look like after that game?
I ain't gonna lie, my phone was blowing up that game. Like social media, Instagram, I had so many message requests. I had a lot of mentions. It was a lot.
Take us into the locker room after that game.
Oh, we was turned. Yeah, we was turned.
Yeah.
Because it was like we just came off like 2 heartbreaking losses.
Yeah.
So it was a great feeling to get that win and go back to the locker room and celebrate with the guys.
So I was out of town that night, like on the road covering a game, but I was keeping up with the goalpost, and as they were making their way down Broadway on social media and on Twitter, did you guys do the same?
Some like Pavia, they enjoyed the win. Me, I was just chilling with the fam after that game, but I did see all that on social media, the goalposts and the river. It was a lot. Nashville was shut down that night.
Yes, it was.
No doubt. So
Randon Fontinette joins us from Vanderbilt.
Slay, you want to bring this up because you know that team probably wants a little revenge now this year.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is my thing. We asked Clark Lee about it earlier, but with you guys as a team, what's the mentality now from you being the hunters to now being the hunted in a sense, you know what I mean, throughout the SEC? Because y'all knocked some big guys off and also took some guys to the wire, you know what I mean, we're that close to knocking guys off too, so there's no creeping up on guys anymore now. What's your mentality now?
We had the same mentality. You know, we still feel like, you know, we're still laughed upon. We still don't get a lot of respect. You know, we're still underdogs. So I would say the mindset hasn't changed. We're still gritty. You know, if you come to our facilities, it is what it is. It isn't like, you know, the other top SEC programs. So I would say we're still them gritty dogs that's hungry, that's still going to hunt the top dogs, you know, because Alabama, they're still the top dogs. Right. So, you know, just keeping that mentality that, you know, we're hunting.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. Do you feel a little bit of change? Of course, school not being in yet, but after the season, leading into off-season workouts, summer hitting, you feel a little bit of change around campus now?
Yeah, you definitely. Yeah. Really, after that Bama win, you could just feel the change in the school. Like, you know, our classmates would start talking to us. You know, they would start talking about the games, whereas, you know, in the past, mind you, I had just transferred there. In the past, you know, they'll be talking about how, you know, the previous team sucked. You know, nobody's going to the games. You know, they don't really care about football. To now, it's like, hey, we're going to the game. Hey, we need tickets. Hey, the student section is going to be lit tonight. So, you know, it definitely was a big change.
How big is that for when you guys having recruits coming in, you know, during baseball season, whatever it may be, but being able to have Nashville, y'all not be necessarily the backdrop for Nashville, but now Nashville's the backdrop for y'all.
It's big. You know, having recruits come in that actually see the vision, actually see, hey, we can actually win here. We just need guys with the right mentality, with the right mindset, not guys that, you know, don't believe they can beat Bama, don't believe they can beat the big dogs. So it's definitely big for recruiting.
Vanderbilt defensive playmaker Randon Fontinette joins us on 3HL. Again, Diego Pavia coming up. Stay tuned.
Okay, you brought it up. So, I mean, how many times do you get asked about your quarterback on a daily basis?
A lot. He's that guy. I mean, he the face of the program. He the face of the offense. Without a good quarterback, you can't really win.
There
so,
you go.
He's vital to the team, definitely.
Is he as crazy on the inside as it comes off on the outside?
Yeah, that's him. He don't put on the front for the media. He really got it out the mud too. Like he started JUCO Conference USA, so like he's always gonna keep that underdog, that gritty, that I'm gonna go take it. That's just the way he is.
It seemed like y'all got quite a few of them. Like Clark Lee was the same, coming out of high school, going into college at Vandy, trying to get it out the mud, change the course of things. What's your background? That's what I need to know. What's something that's pushing you, that motivates you?
Being slept on, being under recruited, being not looked upon as others, but everybody's story different. That drives me. Being that underdog, people don't believe I can do this, do that, and then coming to Vanderbilt, it just matched well because Vanderbilt is a program for athletes that aren't highly recruited, aren't highly touted, to come in and go upset the guys that, got recruited at the big, blue bloods to dominate.
That's right. Love it.
Randon, obviously Clark Lee called the defense last year. He was the defensive coordinator. Now Steve Gregory into that role. Nick Lazinski will be the co-DC. How do things change with regard to how the defense is managed and manipulated?
I wouldn't say it changes because, they're all under the same tree. We're still running Coach Lee's defense. Gregory is just, he's smart. He played in the NFL, so he knows a lot. So it's all the same tree, just different voices, same schemes, same everything, just different voices. But they're all preaching the same stuff.
Randon Fontinette from Vanderbilt.
You got a shout out real quick, man. You talked about you just chilling with the fam. What does your fam mean to you? How often do they get to see you play? Like, talk about a little bit about that. If you give them a shout out to,
they try to come when they can. I was at TCU, so they was at every game my freshman year. Then coming to Vandy, they made it when they can. So it was important to me, to spend time with them when they came. Because I have a son also, so he was with them. So, that just keeps me going.
How's your son?
He's 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow. He's looking to follow in Dad's footsteps already.
Yeah.
Put the helmet on early.
Yeah.
You love it.
Yeah. What was it about Vanderbilt when you transferred? What sold you?
I knew I was going there before I hit the portal. I knew I was going there just because the opportunity and the relationship that I had with Coach Lee coming out of high school. Mm-hmm. They were the heaviest on me at the time, but my mom was somewhere else. I wanted to stay home, close to Texas, mm-hmm. but things changed. God, brought me back to Coach Lee, and he had an opportunity for me. I just ran with it.
How much do you like Nashville?
It's cool. I love it. Yeah. I love Nashville.
You got a favorite food spot or?
Yeah, Bang Bang Hibachi. I like eating hibachi.
Yeah. I got it. We do that. We get too full.
Nashville got a lot of good food spots though.
Yeah, for real. Randon Fontinette, hey, good luck, man. It's gonna be fun to watch you guys, and we appreciate the visit.
Appreciate it, man. Stay tuned, man.
There you go. Vanderbilt quarterback Diego Pavia coming. Diego Pavia. We just talked with Diego. We just talked with Randon Fontinette. And,
that's my guy.
I said, how do I introduce you as defensive playmaker? He goes, yeah, I like that. So we started out talking about that pick against the Alabama game, and it's one thing to go up 7-0 on the number one team in the country, but then to go multiple scores. That was such a huge play in that game.
Well, Rando is a one-of-a-kind talent when you actually turn on the film and watch him. But he's a nut job because, he's poking the ball out like this, and he could just walk in. You know what I mean? And I'm like, bro, why would you do that? And he was just like, man, I thought they were gonna catch me. And so he's a great person. I love playing with Rando. He's a true competitor, and anytime it's man to man, I'm going after Rando because I know he doesn't want to lose. And so that's it's him and Eli in the slot, and then it's okay, man to man, that's where I'm going. Yeah. And he knows it.
So your other teammate, Martell Height, is coming, and we can't wait to talk with him. But he's going to play a little offense. The head coach said today. What do you think about his skill set?
I wish Coach Lee wouldn't have came out about it. But
he may have said that about you at one point.
But yeah, I mean, Martell is a different kind of cat. I I want people just to – I don't want to talk too much about him. I just want people to see him in person and just watch him flourish. Like that kid, he's a true receiver. He's got ball talent, and anytime the ball's in the air, it's his. And so I can't wait just to throw that in general, they call it a 50-50, but that thing's probably like a 90-10. So
so is that the kind of thing, like you see the talent level, do you lobby for that? Like, hey, man, I want this guy on offense. So. Yeah.
So, like, I kind of see it firsthand, and then I'm like, all right, well, let me throw routes to him after. And then so I remember, like, me, him, and Junior would just go throw routes at the indoor. And when we got done, I was like, Coach Beck, we got to go get this guy and put him on offense, And so we just started trying him out on offense. And then when you see talent like that, I just, like, in practice, sometimes I'm, like, not even going through reads. And I'm just like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to see how good this kid is. And so, like, I just throw the freaking 50-50 ball. Yeah. And he goes up and gets it.
And you wonder why, too, the other side of the ball is better because of this guy. Yeah.
Vanderbilt quarterback Diego Pavia with us on 3HL.
Can we go back to, I know we don't like to live in the past, right? We want to talk about this season,
sure.
but we have to talk about the Alabama win and just what it did for you, for this program, for everything. And I was out of town, coming back in town from covering a game, and I'm sitting there following on Twitter the path of the goalpost down Broadway. Like, what was it?
It was like 5 miles.
I know, and I just kept getting updates. I'm like, where is it now? What? The police are escorting them down. What was the post part of that like for you immediately afterwards?
Well, I remember we all got back to the locker room. Coach Lee, he'll tell you sometimes he likes to talk a lot,
a little bit.
But I was like, oh man, we got to get out of here, And I was like, I wanted to be a part of that like kind of parade kind of thing. We didn't get out in time, and then I remember I didn't even shower. Like I had to go home and shower. But yeah, it was a fun time. My brothers had a great time. I think they probably enjoyed it more than I did. They came in on a Thursday. I remember I was like kind of like droggy, and I was like, I didn't feel 100% going into the game.
Really?
And my brothers came in, and they're like, man, you got to get this done. Like they came in with all kinds of excitement, fire. They're in a drop top Jeep, and I was like, oh shoot, like they're trying to party, and like. They only party if we win, and so like, man, you better win. And I'm like, oh, I say no more, And so like that brought me a lot of confidence, having them there. And then I think it would just like ran through the team because they're there like pregame and talking to the team and stuff. And so I think it just ran through the team, and then we were just playing on fire that day.
I love it.
So what did you do to celebrate? Like, because you got to get to the next thing the next day, right?
For sure. So we had practice on Sunday. So you can't celebrate too much, But I remember we just went to Barstool and
oh, did you?
We had one of our guys rent out the top of all of Barstool, and we just hung out and had a great time.
Diego Pavia, Vanderbilt quarterback. Slay, you got something for him?
I absolutely do, man. All right, Diego Pavia, I've been waiting on this for quite some time, man. Since watching your run at Vandy and knowing that you were getting ready to go back to Vandy, like that was beautiful to see. We got something called the Boom Boom Room. I'm wearing the shirt of it right now. The Boom Boom Room, when you go in, the door's locked behind you. It's a series of questions. You got to answer them to the truthfully to the best of your ability. Okay. That's the only way you can get out.
Okay.
If you agree to these terms, we're going in. You cool?
Let's go to the Boom Boom Room.
Lock the doors, Zelf. All right, Diego Pavia is in the Boom Boom Room. The door's locked behind us. Diego, first and foremost, let me ask you, man, what's your nickname? You got to have a nickname.
They call me D-Money.
D-Money.
Deco Beast.
Okay.
Rando, for some reason, Rando calls me Pavi.
I like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I like it a little bit.
Yeah,
Pavi.
I
like that.
That makes you sound like a hockey player.
Yeah, he's tough like one. Savvy and Pavi. I like all that. So, okay, all right. D-Money, that's what I'm going to go with in the Boom Boom Room today.
I like it.
I got to ask you this, dog. As a trash talker, fellow trash talker, myself as a former SEC guy, where does this joy for you come from? Because you're right there on the verge of hating and loving. I'm a Vol, through and through. I love
Sorry to hear that.
No, see,
Okay.
I was just about to give you props, but to see how you respond at the Boom Boom Room.
Attaboy.
No, but see, I love
you said answer honestly.
Yeah, you are.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But it wasn't a question. There wasn't
my
no
bad, my
rebuttal
bad.
needed on that one. You know what I mean? But no, seriously, like it's either love or hate. And I love you. Like, but where does that joy come from, dog? Like, where do you get out there and let just that pressure release?
Oh, dude, it reminds me of just like a safe haven. Like when you get in the field, it's like all doors locked. It feels like no one could touch me.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like everything goes away. No school, no girlfriends, no family problems, no anything. It's just you, football, your boys, and let's rock out.
Yeah, I can dig that. Now, the second question I have for you, how long did it take for you to come in and put your stamp or fingerprint on the program? We kind of watched, with us being in Nashville covering the Titans, Cam Ward went through the same thing in Miami. Took a minute to come in and put his stamp down, but when he did, it took off. Same way you did for Vanderbilt.
Right. When I first got there, so I didn't get there till about a month and a year ago from today.
Okay.
So I'm there late, you know, and there was a transfer there that everyone thought was going to start. And then when I got there, I was always doing stuff like in the background.
Yeah.
So like they'd play 7-on-7, and I know the offensive coordinator, I know the plays. So I'm in there, like I would take my drop without the ball, just in the back of the quarterback. I would take my drop and act like I was throwing it to a kid. And just to make sure, you know, my brain was fresh, I was going through the motion, I knew who it would go to. And I think people started to pick up on my work ethic, but they didn't really know if I could get the job done till Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
And so I know that game was going to be big for me. And then obviously we won in an overtime game, and you know, those guys were pretty good too at Virginia Tech.
Yes, they were. Now this is my last one for you. I'm going to let you out the boom, boom room. Since you brought up the Tennessee thing and you said you sorry for me for going there, let me go on and ask you, since we heard the Bussin' with the Boys interview, I ain't going to go down that road.
Okay, this might be a question.
I'm going to have a good for you. I'm going to have a good for you. So this is what I want to know, though. When you came out and said that, I loved it. Like, what were you supposed to say? That's what you're supposed to say. No answer needed. You did what you were supposed to say. But this is the way I took it. If y'all know, I'm going to get out here and stand out in front, and I'm going to take the bullets first, and I'm going to tell y'all what we're going to do. When I turn around and look behind me, everybody better be behind me. So that's the way I'm looking at it. That's a leader speaking up. So how does your team feel about that? How do the fans feel about that? Do you feel when you turn around, all of them ready to ride with you?
The team for sure.
Okay.
The fans, I haven't talked to any fans.
It's summertime.
Yeah. It's summertime. But we're ready to rock. Like if you ask me who the best wide receiver is in the country, I'm gonna tell you one who plays on my team. You ask me the best running back, I'm gonna tell you someone who plays on my team. Best O lineman, I'm gonna tell you someone who plays on my team. That's just the faith that I have in my team. You know what I mean? And so this, like, it's a true brotherhood that's going on at Vanderbilt, and we're willing to die for one another. And so when you got a team like that reminds me of exactly what happened at New Mexico State. Yeah. They're down to do shit for each other. So I can't wait for this year.
Man, that is, man. Diego Pavia letting them out the boom boom room. Handled that real well. Hey, listen, there's a Vol in there, there's a Commodore in there. We walk out, we high five, and we go get it on. You know?
Appreciate you, Slay.
Unlock the door, baby.
There he is, Diego Pavia, coming out of the boom boom room. I got to ask you, man, the extra year, where were you when you found out? What was your reaction?
Oh, dude, they tried to play a trick on me.
No.
Yeah, I'm serious. I'm in the training room. So I usually get to the facility probably around 5:36-ish, and then I probably leave around like 6:30-ish. Yeah. And it's probably like 5:30. I'm getting done with my recovery, and I get a call. Like, I look at my phone when I'm done, and I have like 7 missed calls or something. So I call them back. They're like, hey, come up to the office. And they did like in a serious voice. I'm like, oh, shit, like I'm in trouble. You know what I mean? And so like I pack up the Normatec boots real fast, and I go up there. Like I'm like kind of jogging up there. And I'm like, what's going on? And Coach Beck, like, he has a serious face on him. Then he cracks a smile. And it's Coach Beck and Martell Simmons in there together. And they're like, you got your extra year. And then like the room just like, it was like silent for a second, and then just like pure joy. And then I think Coach Lee came in, Mr. Ben came in, and it was just like something falling off my shoulders. Yeah, felt good.
You got Martell Height coming up next. What do we need to ask him?
He's been talking a little trash to me. So tell me you better stop or you won't get the ball.
Trash about what?
I beat him in some cards on the plane here earlier.
Playing both sides, though, he might feel like he'll just take the ball if he ain't going to throw him the ball. You know what I mean? One or two ways.
Nah,
by force or by choice.
I'm not sure he has an interception on me at practice. He might have one.
By the way, he went to Tennessee. I went to Tennessee. She went to Auburn. You took care of them.
Yes, you did.
Numerous times.
Yeah. Can't stay away from it.
Auburn is pretty good, though. Auburn is good. They have a really good defense.
Killing me, Pavia. Killing me.
But we'll be excited for both those games.
Like
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I do have one last one on the way out. How many people have told you you're too small to do what you're doing and be so successful?
My whole life. Shoot, sometimes I still hear it. You know, you're too small to play in the NFL. And I'm like, I know one thing. They'll take a winner. And so I just got to win football games, and that'll be it.
Diego Pavia, Vanderbilt quarterback. Martell Height next. Thanks, Diego.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for having me.
3HL 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening, y'all? BrentwoodJewelry.com is Big Slade, and 7012 Church Street East, located in the heart of Brentwood, is just where I would go. It's right off Franklin Road. You're looking for some style, you're looking for deals. Well, it's exceptional, and it's been that way for over 50 years. Brentwood Jewelry has been proudly serving the community with exceptional style and those deals every single day. A family-owned, operated business spanning through 3 generations. Whether it comes to engagement or watches. Remember, I was telling you about Father's Day and how I wanted to get the Rolex. Well, I didn't get it, but you have an opportunity to still go through there and go and grab that. Now, understand, if you're looking for whatever watch, Hamilton, let's see what else. What else we got? We got our pre-owned Rolexes. You can get anything you're looking for. American Spirit and Swiss Precision is all in these Hamilton watches. It's craftsmanship at its finest. All you got to do is head on over there. Go to Brentwood Jewelry. Tell them that I sent you, and watch them take care of you. Watch you get the style. Watch you get the deals. 50 years has been happening. They ain't gonna stop now. BrentwoodJewelry.com.
I've got an important message from our good friends at Bart Durham Injury Law. Some lawyers chase ambulances, and they'll do anything to get your attention, but that's not Blair Durham and his team. That is not how they roll. If someone calls you after a wreck, they're breaking the law. That's right. There are lawyers out there breaking the law. Marine veteran Blair and the team at Bart Durham Injury Law don't play those games. When you make the call, they answer. They're local. They're trusted. They're ready to fight for you. No gimmicks, just a team that is on your side from the start. You know that a car wreck can throw everything off. So if you or someone you love is ever in a wreck and injured, remember Blair's number, 615-242-9000. Local, trusted, ready to fight for you. Call Blair Durham Injury Law at 615-242-9000.
Heard the Mark Patrick weight loss hypnosis hype? Well, I attended because my father stopped smoking. I lost 70 pounds and my friend lost 20 pounds in the first 2 months.
Wow, what are you waiting for? Join Mark Patrick seminars and lose the weight or stop smoking guaranteed for only $49.99.
Welcome back in 3HL, broadcasting live from the College Football Hall of Fame Media Days 2025. Vanderbilt in the house. We appreciate our friends at Brian's Motorsports for hooking us up in sponsorship and medical house calls as well. Check those guys out. Vanderbilt theme here at the College Football Hall of Fame. Martell Height joins us now. Vanderbilt cornerback, kick returner, and the head coach said today, wide receiver.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good to have that out publicly that you're going to get some wide receiver run.
Yes, sir. I try to keep it a secret, but Coach Lee,
Yeah, Diego, we just talked with Diego, and he said, he wished that – he said Coach Lee talks too much is what he said, but which I thought was funny coming from him. But, so what are your plans offensively? What do you bring to the table?
Well, they got me rotating in outside and slot some.
Okay.
So more of like a gadget guy.
Yeah.
So just hoping to do what I need to do.
What's the challenge in that? Because I can't tell you how many conversations we had about Justin Hunter and playing both sides of the ball and how that translates to the league. All of that. What's the biggest challenges when you're doing both?
So honestly, just remembering like the formations out there on the field, because they're gonna call it from the huddle. Just remembering like formations and plays on the offensive side, because defensively I got it down pat. So offensively, just knowing and remembering the plays.
What about as a kid? Like what position did you play kind of growing up in football?
So like as I was growing up, like little league all the way up until middle school, I played quarterback.
Okay.
Yeah, and then once I got to high school, my coaches decided that I was a DB. And then they kind of like, they was like, hold on, like,
what was your reaction to that?
I mean, I didn't want to play DB at first. I grew up playing quarterback. Dad like throwing the football with me outside all the time. So
touching the ball every single possession. Yeah,
but
being in control.
I kind of got switched to DB, and then they threw me in a receiver, and seeing I was, capable of doing that. So then I started playing both ways throughout high school.
Seemed to have worked out okay, huh?
Yeah.
What was the biggest challenge moving to defensive back?
Honestly, just like recognizing like what the offense was doing. Did
it help you having been a quarterback?
Yeah, but it was kind of difficult at DV. Just trying to like figure out what they're doing. I'm like thinking too much about it, and so that was difficult.
Or you're thinking, wait, you shouldn't be doing that. Like if I were a quarterback, I wouldn't be doing that, right? Overthink it a little bit.
Martell Height from Vanderbilt joining us. Wide receiver, defensive back, kick returner.
Did Coach Lee, did he have to, call back to your high school coach and ask him like what's some packages they can put you in that really work for you as specialty at receiver, or they went all in too?
From what I know, they did not call my high school coach, but I did do punt return, so he kind of seen what I was capable of, like small spaces with the ball. So I brought it to Coach Kill's attention, and so he kind of brought it to Coach Lee's attention, and he was like, well, we'll test it out, see if we can do it, and if you can, we'll roll with it. So
coming out of high school, man, you played 6A. Like, that ain't no small ball.
Right.
Y'all won, you dominated in a sense. What did you take from that experience then walking into where you are now in the SEC, and what's been the biggest difference?
To never take a team for granted, because at the end of the day, every team got dogs, every team, they got their ways. And so just coming into college, I knew – especially the SEC, I already knew it was going to be some challenges, and I had to gain some weight because 160 wasn't cutting it.
They ain't going to get it.
Yeah, so.
What was your welcome to the SEC moment for you?
This was third day.
Whether it be practice game or whatever.
Yep, this is third day fall camp. This is my first one.
Yeah.
I had a corner blitz, and I came off the edge, and our offensive tackle, Kevo Wesley, smacked me. I'm talking about straight clothesline. I'm on the ground. I just remember looking up, and he literally just crawled over me. I'm like, ain't no way he just did that.
Yeah.
And then my second one was we played Auburn at home my freshman year, and the running back that they had, 27, I forgot I get his name.
That was my boy Lee Russell. That was my guy too. Yeah.
I was cover 3, and hole opened up. And I just remember me and him.
Yeah,
one-on-one. Smacked me. I was like, oh, man, I made the tackle, but, boy, that hurt. He run the Bills a little bit. So
if you're going to get hit, you got to hold on, right?
Hey, got to. You got to make the tackle.
Martell Height with us on 3HL.
You mentioned Jerry Kill. I love the man. Always have, from the tattoo story at New Mexico State, where he was like promised his team if they won, so many games, he would get the tattoo, and then it ends up like half of his arm. But just what he brings to the game, to your team. How would you describe what Coach Kill is all about?
Man, I love this guy. Coming about the tattoo thing, he also did that with us. So he has another one with the Bama. He has a Bama tattoo.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Did I miss this?
No, I don't think that's out there.
So he
Where
has
is
that.
it?
It's on his forum.
No, he did not.
Really?
He's about to be tatted up everywhere if this keeps up.
Yeah, we're gonna get him tatted up. But that guy, he brings so much knowledge and excitement to the team, and just like his word and his the positivity that he carries every day is just is great. So just hearing from someone that actually experienced it and did it a lot, it's great.
Martell Height,
awesome.
Vanderbilt cornerback, kick returner, wide receiver. Thanks for spending some time with us, man. We really appreciate it.
Put on the show, baby. Put on the show.
I got
Looking
you.
good, too. Looking good.
Appreciate y'all.
We stay with the Vanderbilt theme. Coming up next, Clark Lee, Vanderbilt football coach. Also coming up in the 5 o'clock hour, South Carolina coach Shane Beamer and quarterback of the Gamecocks, LaNorris Sellers. Stay tuned. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
Do you have monthly bills that are keeping you up at night? You're worried about your finances right now, maxed out on credit cards? Guess what? You need to call my friends over at Loan Pronto. Loan Pronto's rapid equity loan can help you out. Get cash out now. Don't touch your low rate first mortgage. No appraisals, no waiting. The rapid equity loan program at Loan Pronto is amazing. They had one client just got $300,000 out approved in under 24 hours, paid off debt, renovated a kitchen, and then cut their monthly expenses by $1,800. What a turnaround there. Call Loan Pronto, see if they can help you. They'll give you a free instant appraisal for your home. See how much cash you can get out today. Loan Pronto, A+ rated by the BBB. They've got nearly 2,500 five-star Google reviews. I've used them, and I can tell you their service off the charts. LoanPronto.com, 615-499-5780. That's LoanPronto.com. Get debt relief now, 615-499-5780. Loan Pronto, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 1661781, on approved credit, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
KellumStemCellInstitute.com, man. I'm telling you, you want to get the feeling great. You want to figure out why the inflammation in your body won't get away. Well, they got something for you. They have your own stem cells. It's real simple. Extracting your stem cells, your body, your cells, your solution. They store them for future and continued use. Make it really, really simple. These cells are your body's own healing cells, harvested and redeployed based on your needs. So whether it's in your ankle, it's in your hip, it's in your knee, your neck, back, wherever, they can get it right. They redeploy them based on your needs right there. And stem cells attack the inflammation in the body. And we all know that autoimmune disorders derive from the inflammation that comes from congestive heart failure, lung issues, autism, arthritis. The list goes on and on. This is the number, 615-850-4415. Get your consultation set up with Dr. Ethan Kellum himself. Shout out to Dr. Kellum, too, bringing that gold back with the under-19 national team. Right there in basketball. You got to love that. KellumStemCellInstitute.com.
Good evening. It is 4:58. I'm Joseph Bonanno live from the 104.5 The Zone Studios. 3HL's SEC Media Day coverage continues. Up next, as Vanderbilt head coach Clark Lee joins the show, South Carolina head coach Shane Beamer joins the show, and South Carolina starting quarterback LaNorris Sellers joins. In NFL news today, Jets and wide receiver Garrett Wilson reached agreement on a 4-year, $130 million contract extension that includes $90 million guaranteed, making him the 5th highest paid wide receiver in the league on average annual value. Wilson will now be under contract with the Jets for the next 6 seasons. For your foundation repair and whatever needs you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
.3HL 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live from SEC Media Days. A little Vanderbilt talk now. Clark Lee joins us at the table here in Atlanta at the College Football Hall of Fame. Clark, what's up? How are you?
I'm doing so well. It's good to be here. Obviously, this event always marks the beginning of something, so we're excited.
So, I know you guys are process guys and on to the next thing guys, but how much momentum can you take from all of the great stuff that happened last year into this year?
Yeah, we can. A lot. I think there's a lot of learning. There's both good and bad. We had a year last year that we're proud of, and one that we would have wanted to be better. We had 8 games that we played within one possession, so those games can tip either way. We have to take that learning forward, but certainly we're not above celebrating the progress we've made and looking to leverage that and amplify it and move it forward.
Well, for the fan base too, like you want everybody excited. You want more people in the building, and I know the stadium's coming along. It looks great, all those things, but for the fan base, you definitely need to propel that from what happened last year, right?
One of the most rewarding parts, so much of this we do internally and we do it for each other, but it's been really rewarding to be out in the community and to have people come up and say, thank you so much for giving us hope, for making it fun again. That's one I get, making it fun again. And, I feel that way too. I'm having fun. And fun means that we have something at stake. It doesn't mean that we're guaranteed anything. It means that we have something we feel like it's worth fighting for, and we got a team that's going to go fight for it. But
MIFA, making it fun again. There you go. I got hats and T-shirts.
Yeah, that's it.
Little voice of reason here. Maybe not. It's a little too close to some other things.
Yeah, Clark Lee with us, Vanderbilt football.
I can't believe this is year 5 already.
I know.
Coach, it's nuts. But you talk about kind of bringing fun back, and obviously your quarterback is a big piece of that, and his big personality. I saw you guys were at UFC the other night in Nashville, but Diego Pavia, kind of just take us back to your reaction when you found out you had him another year.
Well, I was relieved. That whole process was we had to make a decision on what we were going to do at quarterback. We knew no matter what we wanted it to be Diego, but also if it wasn't going to be him, there's other things that we need to consider, and that means taking a good look at the portal. So with every day that ticked away, you're seeing that ability to go into the portal become less and less. When we found out, I remember seeing him in the hallway. I was just overjoyed, and I think our team too. Just everyone just so excited to know that he's going to be back. He's a great player. Like, there's only a few guys I think that can take a game over at that position. He's one of them. We have to fight to keep him healthy. I think we lost him a little bit in November, and that's going to be part of the challenge. But but beyond his play on the field, he is such a connector in our locker room, such an important part of the attitude of our team. And I think in saying that, this will be his last season. I don't know that we can. I don't know that there can be a suit for any more.
You had a smart school coach. That's right. You can figure some things out.
People can figure some things out. But I think he'll leave a mark that we'll benefit from for the rest of my time here. Because he's made that big of a difference.
How do you describe him?
He is like one of my favorite people in the world.
Yeah.
He's respectful. He's curious. He's humble. He asks great questions. He's about his work. And then when the lights come on, he is the ultimate competitor. And I say that because sometimes we celebrate people as competitors, and it's like, oh, they hate to lose. And like certainly Diego hates to lose, but here's what he's not. He's not a guy that on the sideline when things aren't going his way, you lose him. You know, I mean, he is constantly just focused on what's next. When he throws a pick in practice, he doesn't let it move on to the next play. He just leaves it. And he's able to engage in that back and forth and talk trash and do those things without losing himself in the whole thing. That's what makes him so special to me. But everything about him up until the point he's between the lines, I mean, this guy is the exact kind of guy that you want your kids looking up to, and I'm proud to have him that way.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal.
You look at what you established coming in, talking about the process, changing the culture, all of these things. Now you're going in as the hunted. A lot of revenge on people's minds. Does your team understand now? Like this, but this is what it is. This was the SEC when you came into it. This is what the SEC is now. When you walk into somebody else's stadium, it's supposed to be a target on your back. You guys have that now. Is the mindset now to that point of being the hunted and understanding that with your team?
Yeah, we feel like we have so much left to prove, and so we feel like, and again, this is part of this is my own. This is just who I am. I think that we're still counted out. I think we're still disrespected. I'm a chip on the shoulder person, and we're going to be a chip on the shoulder program. We know that every time we play, we're going to have to show up and play our best game because the league's unforgiving, and a lot of it's like, are we committed to be as good as we can be? The first thing we have to fight against is the human instinct to not be consistent, and then you got to fight against the game too, because there are going to be bounces of the ball either way. A lot of times if you handle those two things really well, you're resilient with the ups and downs of the game. You show up and you play your style, play your strategy. The opponent becomes third, but certainly we get the privilege of playing in some great environments this year, and we're going to play against both teams and fan bases that are going to be hungry for, as you say, revenge. That excites us because it feeds into this idea of who we are. We want to be that team that makes life miserable for the opposition, and I don't think there's a better feeling, Ron. You can tell me, but when you go on the road and you win a game and you silence the crowd, that's the best feeling in sports.
Outside of winning a championship, it's nothing like it. Nothing like it. Yeah, no question. One last thing for you. You always have somebody that's kind of popped as far as coming out of the spring, getting ready to roll into the season. Who's that guy for you this year?
Well, that's a good one. I mean, I think what you're going to see is a lot of people that have kind of been on the verge. I think a guy like Junior Sherrill, for example, is someone who has really been he's been in the program. He's made plays. He's been right on the cusp of having a breakthrough. I see him having a breakthrough year. I'm really proud of the work he's put in. A guy like Miles Capers off the edge has a chance defensively. There's some guys that have been waiting in the wings. Bryce Cowan's one of them, a linebacker who is carving out his role right now. But I mean, this guy is really, really talented. Bryson Coleman, a tight end for us. Cole Spence, tight end. I mean, Eli got so much. And deservedly so. I think Cole's a 260-pound 6'6" or whatever he is. I mean, he looks like an NFL tight end. So there's going to be a number of guys that have been in the program that maybe have been somewhere around the productive line that I think are going to take steps, and we'll need them to for us to have the season we plan on having.
Clark Lee with us, Vanderbilt football coach.
So interesting. Last year, I remember sitting here and talking to you. You took over the defense. This year, different now. You elevated a defensive coordinator and all of that. Kind of talk us through your thought process when it came to that.
I knew, first of all, last year is the most fun I've had in coaching. And the reason is because I got back in front of the group as a teacher. And I just, when you have direct impact on the day in, day out process that way, I mean, it's a lot of fun. I think when I was doing that job at Notre Dame, it was really stressful to me. Doing it as a head coach, it was enjoyable. And I guess maybe that says something about the stressful parts of this job in other ways, but so teaching, connecting with the players at the level of the game that we share and love, that was so special. I mean, the truth is about being a coordinator, again, when I was only doing that job in my past, I would spend 100 hours doing that a week. I can't do that. I've got 2 jobs to do. I knew it was going to be a challenge. And so part of that was taking on all the responsibility January through May. And then once the system was in place and I felt like we had something that we were on the move, I was able to then break off pieces of it in delegation so that we could actually, I guess, so that I would survive the season, because I mean, otherwise I might be able to. It's a lot. And I think too, I think calling defense is different than calling offense too. Maybe again, this goes back to the chip on the shoulder thing, but the time spent in the plan and studying the opponent as a defensive coach, I mean, you can spend as many hours as you want. You still don't feel like you're ready. So I needed the person responsible for making the call, I believe, needs to spend the most time in the plan. And I wasn't able to do that to the level that I would have liked. And so Steve Gregory gives me an opportunity to have a trusted partner in that role, someone who sees the game as I see it. I've really trained him in that position for the year. And the good thing for me is I get to be directly involved every day, and to me the actual calling of the play is less important than, again, the system and process that's in place that we work on daily. So all of that, I think, is it's a very natural evolution for us, and I'm excited about it.
So will you be calling plays?
No,
as a defensive coach?
I will have the ability to influence that play call all the way up until the point where the words are out of Steve Gregory's mouth. And I trust Steve. I think he's got a good feel. He's got a good knack. He's played a lot of ball, and then we collaborate really, really well too. So that'll be his job. I'll have the chance to influence it, and I'll do that at times, but.
You'll have a headset on.
I'll have a headset on, and you know what they'll do sometimes though? They won't plug my cord in, and so
things not working. This thing's not on.
Wait a second. Yeah,
you mentioned Diego's leadership and trash talking. You said specifically. So he goes on buzzing with the boys. He says a bunch of stuff.
I didn't know he did that.
Yeah. What was your reaction when you heard about that? And did you have a conversation with him after that?
Or before?
I didn't have it before, obviously, and so. Listen.
I mean, he is who he is.
Oh no. And I don't want to change who he is.
That's right.
I think that is that doesn't benefit anybody. So here's how that worked. I had an interview that morning. We had a workout, and at a respected reporter that was coming in my office, and this was the day of the release, and I'm not on social media. I'm the most insulated person in America, and we're sitting down.
It's a safe place to be.
Yeah, it is. It's good. And the reporter says to me, "Well, obviously Diego made a lot of headlines this morning," and I'm looking over at our comms people, and I'm like, it didn't compute, and so at the end, I was like, what was that? And it started coming out. Well, I was getting on a plane to go visit with the Ravens for a day, and so I'm up in Baltimore. Cool. We land. I get my phone out, and it's just like, and then it was like the gift that kept on giving. Because it's like, I don't know, the podcast is like 3 hours or something.
Yeah.
There were little like
break,
Christmas
really.
presents in there all the way through. So listen, Diego and I sat down when I got back in town, and here's my message to him, and I think this is important. Don't ever change who you are, man.
That's right.
My kids look up to Diego, and I say that in a way that's not like not in a way that's like, so you have to watch what you say. It's like, no, thank you, because you represent hope to them. I mean, that's such a cool thing. My kids have gotten a little more street cred at school because of Diego.
Oh yeah.
But realize that we're on a mission here as a team, and you can't you can't compromise that mission by saying what you want to say. You don't lose who you are. I don't want you to, and Diego's such a good dude. He's like, Coach, maybe I shouldn't talk to the media. And that's not it. That's not the thing. This guy should live the rest of his life with a microphone in front of him.
Yeah. To
learn how to use it for the support of the mission, to learn how to represent yourself exactly how you are and who you are, because, man, you are perfect the way you are. And then also to learn not to be led into corners that you don't want to be led into. But I think all learning experience, again, the objective number one, though, is I don't want to change who he is, because who he is exactly who we need him to be for us to be at our best.
Gotta love that. Don't stop following me now. That as soon as I heard it, I was like, I love it. That's
Slay loves it.
I'm like, that's it.
Well, Slay immediately took what he said and put it on the fan base. Like, y'all back this guy.
Yeah, like
this guy's out there for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It ain't cool. It ain't cool just when you winning and then cheering. And like, if I get out here at the podium and I say something, I want to turn around and know I got an army behind me. That's what's supposed to happen.
You know what? Honest to God, that's how our team feels too.
Yeah.
He speaks for them.
Yeah.
And it's in that way, it's a point of celebration. And again, my job is just to get it channeled in the right directions. But
that's right.
He's a great one.
Vanderbilt football coach Clark Lee is here before we know it. Thank you for the visit. Always good to see you, my friend.
Hey, just real quick for the people that don't know, like, we're sitting at the display of the I don't know if this is the 1920s, and there are 3 mink coats, guys, and I'm just telling you guys, they are sized perfectly for these 3. So if you guys don't end up in those suits by the end of the day, I'm going to be.
So you're putting me as the female over here.
Yes.
The little ones, those are gender neutral. Just don't put the hat on.
Well, we covered a lot of topics today. Clark Lee, Vanderbilt football coach, they're coming at you this year. We'll be right back. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Thanks to our friends at Brian's Motorsports and Medical House Calls. This is 3HL.
Hey, from Atlanta. Do you need some new windows and doors? Yeah? Well, guess who you need to call? Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville, because they are the absolute best. And the best part, the real best part, is that they've got a Dawn deal going on for the month of July. Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville is allowing me to give you an awesome deal. And for July, it's 60% off qualifying installations plus 0% APR for 36 months. Ask them about it and get you some new windows and doors. And also, I've used Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville, put new windows and doors in my rental property and my home. I can tell such a difference. Installations plus 0% APR for 36 months. Ask them about it and get you some new windows and doors. And also, I've used Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville, put new windows and doors in my rental property and my home. I can tell such a difference with these hot temps. The windows that we have replaced in our home, it makes a world of difference. And maybe you need to go ahead and get it done. So there you go. They're celebrating 100 years in business. Ask about the Dawn deal, Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. You can schedule a free consultation online easily, PellaNashville.com.
We'll talk about my friends at eSpaces. John Pirtle is the president and CEO. Man, he and his crew have something working for you guys that need working space, whatever that looks like. Maybe you need something long-term. Maybe you simply need a meeting room to have a meeting. Maybe you need something for the day. Just check them out. eSpaces.com is the website, and they will be able to help you out with any of your work needs. eSpaces got the new locations this month, Cool Springs and Brentwood. That'll be 15 locations in Middle Tennessee, so you can travel around, or if you need to have a meeting, maybe you got employees from all over and you need a centralized location, these are your guys. eSpaces.com, again, the website designed for entrepreneurs, teams, and established professionals, featuring private offices, team suites, meeting rooms that are fully equipped, 24/7 access, flexible terms, beautiful professional spaces that are move-in ready. Whether you're scaling up or just getting started, eSpaces provides flexibility without compromise. Want to check it out? You can easily. Tours are available now. Reserve your space early. Visit eSpaces.com. That's eSpaces.com. 3HL 104.5, The Zone, returning to Atlanta. Been here a few years ago. This is a fun place to have SEC Media Days 2025, presented by Bryant's Motorsports, Medical House Calls. And Shane Beamer joins us now. Talk a little South Carolina football. Shane, what's up? How are you?
I am great. Day one. I'm in and out. You guys are here for 4 days.
Yeah, that's right.
Pace yourself.
What are you doing the rest of the week?
I'm going to the beach for a couple days.
I think that's what you did last year.
You do that with the fam.
Yeah, it's kind of like the last hurrah. And I'll be in the office tomorrow morning around the players, but I'm fortunate living in South Carolina where you can hop in the car and be at the beach in a couple hours. So I'm going to do that for a long weekend.
Year 5.
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
I can't either.
Does the time really fly
No,
from your perspective?
It does. I mean, year one for me, 2021, this event was in Hoover.
Yeah.
And that's like, in some ways, it seems like so long ago.
Yeah.
But it's also like, man, I remember the feeling of getting hired and the feeling of going into my first SEC Media Day. And it seems like a long time ago, but at the same time, it's still like so fresh in your mind, too, if that makes sense.
Yeah. For those that don't know, your dad, legendary Virginia Tech football coach Shane Beamer, Frank Beamer.
Yep.
You are Shane Beamer.
He's the legendary one.
Let's clarify.
Just now.
Working on it, Coach. Working on it.
Did you always have the goal to be a football coach in college football?
I think
growing up that way.
Yeah, I think I kind of always knew I'd end up in it, and it was one of those. As I finished up college, I was almost trying to find other things to do and maybe convince myself, hey, maybe just try this or try this. You're pretty sure you want to coach, but maybe you should go do this first just to make sure there's not something else. I did have those thoughts, but I got into coaching. I got hired here in Atlanta as a graduate assistant at Georgia Tech back in the summer of 2000. And from the day one that I started, I couldn't imagine doing anything different. I love it. And like I said, like you said, I grew up around it for sure, growing up at Virginia Tech or growing up in Murray, Kentucky when he was the head coach at Murray State up the road from you guys. And so, yeah, I was always around it. Always knew I wanted to be involved with sports. And ever since I got into coaching, never looked back.
South Carolina football coach Shane Beamer with us on 3HL.
Can I bring this up?
Uh-oh.
Paul Feinbaum.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
I thought it was a little disrespectful. I didn't like the follow-up.
Yeah.
What do you think, Coach?
When he asked me the question, I mean, I answered it, but you're about the 5th person that has alluded to that question.
Oh, really?
Yeah, since then. And I'm like, well, maybe
it was like,
maybe people are talking about this question, but my answer would be is like, excuse my language, hell yes, we can compete for a championship at South Carolina. And like, I didn't come here or none of our players came to South Carolina. Let's hope we can get bowl eligible and just kind of take our place in the SEC pecking order here at the bottom. I mean, as a competitor, you want to compete to be the very best, and we have what we need to be successful. So it is what it is.
You're so calm.
I've evolved.
You have. Because I think in the past you might have run a little red if you were asked.
Yeah, I got asked a question in the main media room by somebody that had been very critical of me over the years, kind of gotten personal. And I took the high road and was very professional and answered the question, but the younger Shane from like 3 or 4 years ago probably
3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
2 years ago.
It's always hope.
The beautiful thing about Feinbaum doing that is everybody starts talking about South Carolina.
No doubt.
Go. Well, and you do have, some could argue the best quarterback in the SEC on top of it. So what makes that kid special?
Just who he is. Yeah. And I don't mean this lightly, like he's literally the same person every day. And if he was sitting here doing an interview with you guys, or it was the 4th quarter of the Clemson game on the road, or it's March Saturday morning before a spring practice, he's like literally the same guy and doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low, but he's fiercely competitive. He's extremely hardworking, and he's got a great humility about himself. And our players have so much respect for him and feed off that. And he's just one of those guys, when the lights come on, he's just different. And came a long way last season. There was not a better quarterback in the country, in my opinion, the last half of the year, particularly in November, what he meant for our team, running and throwing. And really fired up to see kind of how he takes the next step in 25, because he's still young. I mean, he's only been a starting quarterback for 1 year, and he missed a couple of those games or halves with injuries last season as well. So he hasn't played a complete full season as a starting quarterback yet either, which is pretty cool.
He's huge.
Yeah.
He's
he is.
big man.
that was the other part, man. How many times, if it was a media monster out there that you could grab and shake, especially outside of the SEC, and say, are you really watching our games? Like, are you really watching? Are you watching our roster? Are you watching how depleted we are? And we still putting win streaks together like that. How much does that play into you just kind of not making excuses and not using them, but having everybody stay focused? Like, we're going to take this one game at a time. We're going to get it. And don't worry about, we'll get the publications. We'll get the acknowledgments later.
Yeah. I think it's just, it is that without a doubt. Yeah. I mean, we're judged on 12 Saturdays a year. And in this league, man, like anybody can beat anybody any Saturday. And you work really, really hard to prepare to go play well on a Saturday. And then if it doesn't happen, you better regroup pretty quickly because you got another one coming in 7 days. Yeah. But absolutely, I think it's one of those you go back to 23 when we didn't have the season that we wanted at the end of the year. And there were a lot of reasons why, not to make excuses, but injuries and the amount of true freshmen that we played. But it's what it is. But we weren't that far away from being a 7-5 team. You know, I mean, we won 3 out of our last 4 games, and we went into the last game in 2023 against Clemson at home, where if we win the game, we're 6-6, we're bowl eligible. The whole narrative changes. Man, South Carolina was 2-6 at one point. They won 4 in a row. Well, we lost that game. We finished 5-7, and it's all doom and gloom. But making sure our players understood that, hey, guys, we weren't that far away. Yeah. But the same thing now, too, is, hey, guys, everybody's pumping you up and patting you on the back right now, but let's not forget we had a 4-point win against Old Dominion last year, too. And, you know, we had 6 games last year that were decided by 4 points or less, and we went 3-3 in them. Yeah. And if we're 4-2, we're in the playoff. And if we go 2-4 in those 4-point games, then there's probably not the expectation. So just understanding, man, at this level, it's a fine line, and you better be great every Saturday.
I think you do a great job of selling the program. It's something else to get people there. Like it's one of those, if you can get them on campus, like we might be able to get them. Yeah. But it's the fact of getting them on campus. I've been up there and watch you guys in the spring game. Like it's chaotic. It's amazing.
Back. Yeah. Oh, because I'm like telling you, South Carolina is one of the most underrated environments, fan base, all of it in the entire conference. And he comes home every spring. He goes, he's like,
it's a party. It's like, I love it.
This place.
It's like it's homely. It's homely. It's a homely feeling. How do you continue to build on that? And are you getting the support that you need to get to continue in this NIL movement and all of that that's going on?
Yeah, we are. First of all, new administration. Yeah. You know, from new doctor. It's the second year or third year as our president, but different president that hired me. But he's fantastic. We have a new athletic director in Jeremiah Donati that came from TCU. He's been amazing and super supportive. So got great support from that standpoint. And really, you know, I love what I do, and I love where I get to do it. Like I love living in Columbia. I love living in South Carolina. I love coaching at the University of South Carolina. And I think that comes out with the young men that we recruit, just how genuine I am about where I am and believing in this place, because I do believe in this place. Right. But that's the thing, is just we got a great thing to sell, to recruit to here at Carolina. A lot of resources on and off the field for our football players, and just continue to bring great players in. It's a different dynamic now in recruiting because there's so many new factors. There's a money aspect of it as well, and you know, and I won't lie, it's tough now at times. Like you recruit a guy for 3 years, and he tells you for 3 years the number one thing that he's looking for is great relationships. Yeah. And then a school comes in and recruits him for 3 weeks, but offers him more money. Yeah. And he goes to the other school. I'm like, whoa, what happened to the relationship thing? I thought we know them for 3 weeks. Don't know, maybe 3 years. Right. So that's disheartening in a lot of ways. It is, but we're competitive from that standpoint. We have what we need, and we just got to continue to get the guys to Columbia that want to be there. That's right. And want to be there for the right reasons, and that's what we got right now. We got a lot of good young men in our program that want to be there and believe in what we're doing.
South Carolina football coach Shane Beamer with us on 3HL.
I was just thinking along those lines with Sellers. I mean, we know there were lots of offers and lots of people coming after him and all of that. Yeah. Yes. What were your conversations like?
You know, I told somebody earlier, and maybe I was just naive and had my head in the sand, but I wasn't concerned about him leaving. And that wasn't being like dumb. Maybe it was, but I knew how much he enjoyed being in Columbia, and he's got an awesome mom and dad. He chose South Carolina for the right reasons. Unlike we were giving him some 7-figure NIL deal to come to South Carolina. I don't know if he came for anything when we recruited him. He's from right down the road in Florence. His brother is a freshman receiver on our team. It's going to be a really good player. Girlfriend at Carolina, that's a fantastic young lady as well. And I get it. There's money aspects as well. But when you talk about the experience that he could have or was having at the University of South Carolina, I just sat there and said to myself, like, why would he go anywhere else as well? And, my biggest thing or only concern was the offensive coordinator, Dow Loggins, left and went to App State as the head coach. Then you start thinking, you worry when the position coach leaves. But we had a guy there in Mike Shula that he had a great relationship with, and we promoted him from within, and that's been an easy transition. So that gave me a little bit of concern, but never to the point where I was thinking, oh my God, we're going to lose him. And it just goes back to honest conversations with him throughout the process as well. Like, I want our guys to be able to come into my office, LaNorris or whoever, and we can have these conversations when it comes to money with rev share, and here's why we're doing what we're doing, or here's why we're not going to do what you maybe want us to do too.
Talked a lot about LaNorris, Dylan Stewart on the defensive side. You got some players. People need to take notice out there. Man.
Yeah. Yep. He's a problem on the edge as well. And
fun to watch that tape.
Yeah, I got asked out there earlier by somebody, like, as the head coach, if you're not going to – most teams don't let their quarterback get hit in practice, so the head coach stands back there and blows the whistle. Yeah. And somebody asked me earlier, like, how do you handle that battle? Because nobody can really tackle LaNorris, but nobody can really block Dylan. Yeah. And it's one of those, well, you got to just keep it like equal opportunity. Give him a sack, don't give him a sack. But, no, he's a guy that came in as a true freshman to do what he did last season. We were really good around him. All 4 of our defensive tackles on last year's team are now on NFL training camp. And they're gone. He had the SEC Defensive Player of the Year on the other side of him and Kyle Kennard. Those guys are all gone now. So 2 things. One, those guys around him, they need to elevate their games. We as coaches have to help them elevate their games. But then 2, Dylan's now got to take the next step too, because he came in as a true freshman, and it's a grind in the SEC, and he started at true freshman last season. I don't want to say he faded down the stretch, but I think he realized, like, you got to take care of yourself because it is a long year in this league, and he'll be better prepared and better suited for that in 25.
Coach, we appreciate the time. On the way out, just a quick one. I've always wanted to ask you about this. How freakishly fast was Mike Vick?
Freakishly fast. And just
you didn't have to hold a block very long.
No,
receiver did.
He's built like a running back, and he was just. I was talking with Ryan McGee and Marty Smith about that this morning. They were asking about Michael Vick.
Yeah,
and, I saw him as a freshman when we redshirted him at Virginia Tech. Then I saw him as a redshirt freshman when he played, and then his redshirt sophomore year, I was already gone. But 2 years around him, just super, super talented, and just an absolute. I still love going back and just watching some of his highlights because college football, I'd never seen anything like him. When he hit the scene in 1999.
Shane Beamer, thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
The quarterback, LaNorris Sellers, coming over to the table. Coach Beamer, now LaNorris Sellers at the table in the same segment. How about that?
Got 2 superstars.
South Carolina quarterback LaNorris Sellers joins us now on 3HL. Good to meet you, man. How are you?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
You enjoying this thing? All the attention?
It is fun. I wouldn't say it's fun, but it's a different experience.
Did you go through pre-media days thought some of the messages you wanted to get out and things like that?
Yeah, we had a media training day at the facility last Thursday, I think. So
yeah, how were the players chosen? Was there a vote?
Just random, honestly.
I don't think you being here is random.
Oh, you talking about us? Oh, you talking about our media trainer?
No.
Oh no, this
y'all
was
being
random.
here.
Oh, probably was vote if I'm not mistaken. Or head coaches just handpick guys.
So you guys start 3-3 last year. Some tight games. Could have been 5-1. Let's say you win 6 in a row. Coming off that Bama game, what was the difference?
I think it's really just our confidence. Really, we just got tired of feeling how we was feeling. We knew we could compete. We knew we could compete with these teams. 2 to 3 plays off a game from winning. So we just know if we correct those 2 to 3 plays, we'd be all right. So.
What do you think the biggest thing you learned from last year was?
Bad things are going to happen. It's just how you really adjust to them and learn from them and move on.
LaNorris Sellers with us on 3HL. I think Clemson's still trying to tackle you. Like, I saw some guys hiding behind a post. What were you feeling in that game, man?
I mean, I was just in the moment, like in the game. It was just football, and it's just doing whatever it took to win, making stuff happen.
South Carolina, the state. You guys are very, very prideful. Y'all got a plethora of talent that comes through there. A lot of guys and gals stay home. What does it mean to play for South Carolina, knowing that you're from there?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a lot. Just putting up for your state, really. Your family's right there, all your friends right there, everybody you grew up with is right there. So, I mean, they all know you.
Yeah.
And then it's like already the tradition, like you said, the pride from the schools. There's only 2 schools in the state, so people either rooting for South Carolina or Clemson. So,
what was recruiting like for you? I saw Bruce Feldman's piece, which I thought was phenomenal, but not highly recruited. What was that process like for you?
So, my first offer was Washington State. Coach Craig Stutzman.
Washington State. Okay, that's like a 15-hour flight.
Yeah. Craig Stutzman, he called like my QB coach.
Okay.
And then we was on like a 3-way call, and then he offered me. And then I think I got maybe 6 or 7 more total. So then I took my first visit to Virginia, and then where I go first? I think I either went to Virginia Tech first, then Virginia, or Virginia to Virginia Tech, 1 or 2. But I took them in the same weekend, and it was just like an unofficial visit. My first one, and then I just loved Virginia, Charlottesville.
Yeah,
and like it's a small town, but it's enough to do. Town. It's nice. And then
great school too.
I went to wherever I went after that, Virginia Tech, and then that was nice too. Just all the buildings, the architectural buildings and stuff, which is what I want to do, architecture, and then. But I love Virginia so much, I just committed to them because I love the staff. They ran what we ran in high school, so I was used to the system. He had some good guys. Bryce Perkins, if I'm not mistaken. And then Coach Beck, Coach Anaya, Coach Mendenhall. And then so I committed to them, went and played high school. Got hurt my junior year. Then they went to Syracuse. So then I committed to Syracuse. I was committed to them for like 6 or 7 months.
The weather, man.
Yeah, that was. But me, I was like, I can get over it. Like, I'm with the coach and stuff. Like, I know them. I know their family, so I'll be all right.
Yeah.
And they play indoors.
They do play indoors. But then you got to,
outside.
You got to get the class outside.
They're trying to spoil
And so, yeah, I committed to them, went to Syracuse, and then it came to, like, the signing week period, and it's December.
So South Carolina had not offered you?
South Carolina offered me in October of my senior year. So I was
senior year. Okay.
So
were you waiting on that one, or?
Nah, I was done with South Carolina at that point.
Yeah.
Like I was going to Syracuse. I was going to play for Coach not Coach Mendenhall, Dino Babers, Coach Beck, and Coach Anaya at Syracuse, just because they was with me the last 2 years. So it's kind of like I was just like done with South Carolina. Beamer called me after one of my games, and then they played Tennessee that week, I think. And they was like, yeah, come to a game. I was like, nah, like I'm not coming, blah, 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 like all this and all that.
You were
Or so
I should say.
And then so I ended up going to the Tennessee game, actually, at halftime because I was in Columbia. I went to Columbia earlier that day for something, and then I went home, and then I got home at halftime or the end of the first quarter, and they were winning. And they called me, it was like, hey, you still don't want to come, blah, blah, blah. And then
that's amazing.
I turned the game on, and they're winning. So I ended up driving to Columbia. I made it at the beginning of the third quarter. I made it for the game, saw that. Then I went home, talked to my dad. He was like, what do you think? And I was like, nah, like I can't do this. And then so signing day came, and that's when I told him, I was like, hey, I need some time to like think about what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
And then because it was like once I signed on Monday, I was on a flight to Syracuse getting ready for training and stuff. But they had already had 10 feet of snow, and it's 12 hours from home. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. My mom was like, you don't got to go to Canada to play football and all this and all that.
Mom.
Yes, Mom. Yes, Mom.
So then I made the decision to commit to South Carolina, sign to South Carolina. So
that's an incredible story. LaNorris Sellers with a South Carolina quarterback.
Also, just for the record, you're talking to two Vols right here. So you were bringing back those painful memories of that game.
Absolutely. So let me ask you, man, the goggles. It's a thing. Didn't you try to go without them once, and you try to go back with them? Like, is it a Clark Kent Superman thing? What is it, man?
I did the goggles from high school up until like last year before LSU. I just tried contacts one day randomly in practice.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna wear goggles in the game, and then game day before kickoff, I was like, I'm gonna wear contacts, and then I did. But I still keep my goggles, like they still go like everywhere I go.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. You see more clear with the contacts.
It was just brighter with the contacts.
I tried that.
So it's just I like.
Oh, you did.
I couldn't do it. Yeah, I couldn't do it. They made a contact for me, and things were so bright. Like I played basketball.
Mm.
I was airballing, and in practice, like, dude, everything was too clear. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, it was like
I can't do that. I took mine out. Just play without them. I'd rather play blind. I'm straight like this. Other thing, man. So where you are now, what do you think the confidence is? Not of you, but everyone around you because of the growth that you've had out of this past season.
It's just shown like if I could do it, they can do it as well too. If that would be like my most clear answer for that. There's a lot of hard work put into it, and as long as we just work together, we'd be all right.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
She wants this.
The people want it.
I'm
the
like,
people want it.
Sellers is awesome.
All right,
Go.
all right, let's do it, LaNorris. All right, this is what it is. You're going in the boom boom room. The boom boom room is a door. You walk in, you're in a room. It's a series of questions. You got to answer them to the best of your ability, truthfully. And if you don't, the door is never opened again.
Okay.
And you locked away in the lost souls. You're two hots in the cot. You know what I mean?
We can't tell you who's trapped in there, but
there's
there are
a lot of people
trapped
down
in
there, though. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be one of the ones. There's a lot of SEC guys down there. You got to fight for your right. Yeah. So, do you agree to these terms?
Yeah, I agree.
Lock the door then. Here we go. All right, LaNorris Sellers enters the boom boom room. Now, first and foremost, I got to know what the nickname is. What's your nickname?
The goggles, pretty much LA, and then anything after that.
Anything after that. I love that. Now I need to know, because y'all got some top-notch athletes on y'all team. You got some guys out there running track. I need to know, man, who's the fastest with the ball in his hand on your squad?
With the ball in his hands?
I've seen you do some special things with the ball in your hands and some tight crevices. You get loose and get on out of there. Ain't nobody catching you. Know some other guys out there receiver that's kind of fast too.
Yeah.
So who's the fastest?
I'll say I'm quicker, but he's definitely faster once you get to those longer distances.
Okay. You want to say the name for the people?
Nick Harper.
Okay. Yeah, that's a monster race.
He's like, you should just know.
Have you been able to outthrow him? Have you been in practice one time and say, you know what, you think you're fast? Let me see if you can really go get this.
I haven't really launched one to my full capacity with him, but it's sometimes when I'm throwing, I'm like, nah, he won't get to it. And then he's just like jogging. He's like, okay.
Gears. So, all right. So defensively, when you're looking out there, it's you're not going all the way live, but you got a monster coming off the edge too. Freshman had a hell of a year. Are you sometime peeking at him, like playing a little game with him during practice?
Yeah, all the time. You might put it back over there to help block him too. Couple plays. Dylan Stewart. Yeah.
An animal also. All right. So, how are you handling all of this, the Heisman talk and everything? Like, I know you don't change what you do because that's what got you there, but was it any time you growing up did you ever think about this moment?
Yeah. I would say it's like a dream come true just to even be in the conversation, really.
Yeah.
Not let alone like winning it would be like super cool. But I understand it's a lot of hard work in it, and you got to be like the best in the country. So it's a lot you got to put into it to get it.
Let me turn it up a little bit for you right here. What do you do to get away from the game of football?
I golf. I like to travel. I like to watch movies.
What favorite movie? You got two movies. You going on a deserted island for 3 weeks. You can only watch these two movies over and over and over and over and over again. What two movies you taking with you?
Taking Grown Ups 2.
Okay.
And
good comedy.
That's crazy pull.
Good comedy.
I like Interstellar too.
Okay. So let me go on and school you a little bit. We were coming down here on the trip. We pulled the Sprint out. We made her watch Scarface for the first time. So she now is a Scarface movie lover, Al Pacino. So we bringing her slightly along. If you had to pick a gangster movie, what movie would you pick? Because whatever you pick, we may be watching on the way back. Bro.
That's exactly what
I would say Scarface. My dad used to watch them a lot. He had like the CD, DVD.
Love that.
But I was younger, so I didn't know what was going on.
Like, the DVD.
From the younger days.
I
can't believe you.
I can't either.
Younger days right there. All right, man. Last one, and I'll let you out of the boom boom room. If you were to paint a perfect picture of a perfect day, who would be there at the dinner with you, and who would you invite that you've never been around?
I've never been around. So
and you also get to have, since you're an architect, you get to pick the place where you want to go and eat at. You have a dinner. It could be in the Roman Coliseum. It could be, you wide range with this thing when you're talking about architecture.
So I want to go to Dubai.
Okay.
And then
dinner in Dubai. I like this right here.
Who would I want to have there? Obviously my family be there.
Okay.
But if I had to take one person,
you get to soak up things like a sponge. Ask them whatever you want. You got to get the truth out. It'd be your own little boom boom room, goggles.
Maybe Tom Brady.
That's
the easiest answer.
Yeah,
winning as quarterback.
Pick his brain.
That's anytime you went back over to the sideline and looked at your coaches and they were like, dude, we told you get down. And you like, coach, come on, look at his body. How am I get down?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much happening all the time. They're kind of like, hey, like, good play, but just get down next time. You don't have to. You don't need to take those hits. So.
I love that.
What are you weighing right now?
244.
Okay, is that what you want to be?
I played a season between like 238, 242, but we're lifting right now, so we're obviously gonna be heavier.
Okay. Dude,
you see how she
carries it well.
Get in there.
She just
Sorry.
Let him out of the boom boom.
All right.
We let him out. Great job in the boom boom. Let him out.
There he is, LaNorris Sellers.
Great job.
So you mentioned architecture real quick.
He can build us a boom boom.
When did that become a thing for you?
The fifth grade, I had a gifted and talented program, and my teacher, we do like different, pretty much sections. I think like 3 sections a year because we only go once a week.
Yeah.
And it was 4 weeks. We had to like draw a blueprint of our house, had to get all the measurement stuff, had to have like the required number of exits, bathrooms, like per square feet or something like that.
Sounds like a lot of math to me.
Yeah, but it was super fun to me.
Yeah.
In the fifth grade. Good. And then, I mean, ever since then, so I did that. And ever since then, it's kind of like, that's always what I want to do. I never want to pursue any other like career path or anything like that.
So you want to build houses or skyscrapers?
Houses.
Okay. I thought with the Dubai answer, maybe you want to go check out those skyscrapers over there.
No, that's a lot to have to be in control of. Because if you don't build it right, it's going to fall.
So y'all mentioned get down. So in the last 6 games, all wins in the regular season, 436 rush yards. I mean, just an incredible stretch there. 320 total yards per game, 17 touchdowns. To their points earlier, like how do you go from that to where you want to go? Like, what kind of jump do you see for yourself from that year to this year?
Limiting turnovers. If you don't turn over the ball, you be on the field more, make more plays, make more stuff happen. And just being confident, really don't second guess. If it's there, don't really worry about pleasing the outside out too much. Guys might be like, hey, stay in and throw this ball. But, I mean, if it's open, you're not going to try to force a pass in there. You're just going to take it and run because it's there. But
South Carolina quarterback LaNorris Sellers, thank you for the time, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Good luck.
To meet you, man. All right, more 3HL. When we come back, we appreciate you guys being with us and certainly appreciate Brian's Motorsports medical house calls. When we come back, the 3HL bingo card, we got a lot of material. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Change is always happening. Hey, it's a part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten, classics are remixed, bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. But no matter how things change in 5 years, There's one thing that will stay the same, the price of your internet. Xfinity is introducing a 5-year price guarantee. It means you get 5 years for the most reliable Wi-Fi with their best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Well, life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at Xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees are extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards. USA Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
All right, you guys know life can change in an instant. Car wreck, it can throw everything off. Job, your bills, your peace of mind, and that is when you need to call our good friends at Bart Durham Injury Law. Marine veteran Blair Durham and his team have been fighting for folks in Tennessee for years. Blair Durham is the absolute best, making sure insurance companies pay up. No upfront cost, no waiting around, just real people making sure that you get what you deserve. So a car wreck, I know it can throw everything off, but make sure you call our friends at Bart Durham Injury Law. If you've been injured, don't wait. Call BDIL at 615-242-9000. They're here 24/7. They are ready to fight for you. Bart Durham Injury Law, 615-242-9000.
Change is always happening. Hey, it's a part of life, and when it Welcome back in 3HL 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live from Atlanta. College Football Hall of Fame is where we are, and it is SEC Media Days, wrapping up day number 1. Through the doors today, LSU, Ole Miss, South Carolina, and Vanderbilt. We've put a lot of people on the show. Hopefully you've enjoyed getting to know some of these guys. All right, more coverage coming up tomorrow. We appreciate you guys listening. Thank you for including us in your day and in your lives. We do not take that for granted, nor do we take that lightly. Have a great night. Good night. God bless.
See ya.
Wouldn't want to be here unless you were down here in the ATL where everything is swell.
Where the players play.
And they dwell.
Oh, hell.
3HL.